ladies and gentlemen, coming straight off the Super Bowl Sunday, going straight into a BBB Monday. Welcome back to Week 3, Season 5 of Burst Limit. I am your host, Aradat, joined by my wonderful co-commentator on the side.
Salte boy, how's it going, y'all?
I'm feeling nice. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling great. The Kansas City Chiefs lost. The Eagles are winning. That Kendrick Lamar halftime show was fire, and I'm hoping to see another great bracket tonight.
Yeah, we're throwing that ball back into BlazBlue's hands as we go into week number 3 here for Boston Blue Beat Burst Limit. It's going to be 10 weeks of these types of brackets where players are going to be vying for points, and at the end we're going to be seeing one final bracket that comprises of the top 8 players in terms of points on that leaderboard that you can actually keep track of through the Start GG link. So you can hit !bracket in the chat to go ahead and bring that up and see which players are making it far, and see which of your favorite players are lasting in this extremely tightly or extremely tight in terms of skill level bracket that we have right now. Because shoot, we got 20 players, but let me tell you, the skill level of these players are insane. We got Adroth, Dawn, Playguy, Badlime, Fuzzama, Aradat. Who are you most excited to see?
Me personally, I'm always looking forward to an Aura Guarded whenever they show up in bracket. Always playing the uncommon characters like Nu and Tsubaki. I'm always loving to see more representation for those characters. And for someone at Aura Guard low, they almost always make a deep run with those characters too. But at the end of the day, I still got my Ragnarok bias. Playguy still in the bracket, hoping to get some BBB points, hoping to make it to that final top 8, and hoping to make out for a free ride to Boston Blue Beach episode.
Yeah, I love that you pointed that out as well, because this is going to be lasting 10 weeks. Well, I guess 11 weeks if we're going to be counting that final top 8 bracket. But it's all not for nothing, because if you manage to win that final top 8 bracket, you get a free trip to Boston Blue Beat. Big shout out to the team for being able to provide this prizing. So there is a lot to fight for. Not only that, but there also is a lot to fight for when it comes to the Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. So you can go ahead and support the players through that link that pops up in the chat. And, just donate if you feel like it, or claim some of those codes so we can get these players paid at the end of today.
Exactly. Not everyone can get that free trip out, but we can get everyone a little bit of money. So claim those codes, support your scene, and make sure we can keep BlazBlue going. Boston Blue Beat is always here to support the scene, and I hope y'all can do your part too.
Absolutely. We can't let TNS show us up now, right?
That's what I'm saying, man.
TNS goes insane when it comes to these prize pots of people donating to the Matcherino. I know Xer had like a pretty nice pot yesterday. So you know what? Let's see if we can match that, y'all, or at least claim all 50 of these codes. We have 45 remaining, and I'm sure we're going to be getting through a majority of them throughout the night. But right now, we got to look towards what is ahead, and what is ahead of us is our very first match of the night between Remains and Spritecranberry. Now, these are 2 regulars that you normally see every single week. I think Spritecranberry especially, always practicing on the Azrael. But on the other side, we have Remains with the 9. So this could be a rather polarizing matchup depending on how Spritecranberry tries to approach it.
Oh, definitely, for sure. There have been many times where this match has been discussed, and many struggles that Azrael Remains have gone through trying to defeat this character. But once again, it is a classic. When he finally gets in, it's not looking good for 9. Doesn't have the best of defense, but still has a lot of resources and whatnot to kind of squirm her way out of there. That teleport dash always going to be an issue. This is the battle of teleport dashes when you really think about it.
Hey, speaking of teleport dashes being an issue, this could be a thorn in 9's side when it comes to her toolkit, because she has that linear approach, and the problem with having that linear approach against a character like Azrael, well, he has a lot of really big buttons like 5C that can cover multiple of those teleport dash links that Remains may try to go for to try and mix up that movement. But we'll see how this ends up turning out as we're getting into the first round in this match. And already on round start, Remains pushing some buttons and trying to keep Sprite zone out in the way.
But Sprite keeping up the movement thus far. An amazing DP out of the rock. Instantly representing like, hey, I know you're going to press this option, and I got the answer. You're going to have to think a little bit harder against me.
Now, every single time I watch Sprite is insane when it comes to landing all these DPs. The DP sense on this player is insane. And, I mean, just look at that. Getting out of that situation, ignoring the fairy mix-up, using a teleport dash to try and make a mix-up of his own, but not working out. Remains, though, that overdrive timer is going to be running out, and things are going to be getting very scary as Sprite takes him straight to the wall.
From the fight and caught whatever movement Remains were trying to do on Wake Up with a simple jab confirm. May have lost the burst war, but got the first round. So what did you do with that?
Yeah, that's true. Both these players without any burst or overdrive on the table, so it's going to be honest gameplay until we start to get those resources back. Remains on a pretty good streak right now, though. Trying to zone out Sprite as per usual, and also has that Morganite in that back pocket to try and go for the unblockable setup if we so try to set that up.
This is probably more what you expected on paper. Just Knight really dominating Azrael within offense, really just controlling the neutral, and now just leaving Azrael with no time to breathe. Karaoke to set everything that she could possibly want to up. Ooh! But the Growler through the rock, once again answering back on all cylinders. Loses a round, but still makes a statement. Spritecranberry popping off.
Yeah, I was about to mention that too. I mean, the DP isn't your only option against rock. Well, you can block it, of course, but also Growlering it is going to be very important. Being able to charge that up for free and get access to one of the strongest projectiles in the game. We are just using every resource we can in the book. 5 DRC to get the pressure started and consuming the weak point already. Taking it to the corner? No, taking a low weak point instead and baiting DP with no punish. Yeah, that DP is incredibly hard to punish because you have to make it whiff and then instantly press a button to get that whiff punish against 9. But right now, Remains does not have to worry about playing this defense because we are full offense, baby, right in front of Sprite's face. Though Sprite going to be spending some units to guard cancel and get out of that corner situation.
Not only are they willing to like really just scramble their way to victory, but they're just almost always looking to get in by any means necessary. Air dashes, teleport dashes, whatever is required, Sprite will do.
Yeah, an incredibly aggro Azrael is what you can describe Sprite as. And that Gustav, in the spirit of being an aggro Azrael, we're going for the very aggressive approach and catching 9 clueless. That's going to be the first game going to Spritecranberry, but that was not a complete wipe here in the favor of Spritecranberry. Remains certainly was showing his stuff, especially in that second round.
The question is, how do you adapt to what Spritecranberry has shown you? A lot of the stocks on Knight stuff, you know, you're doing. That layer 1, very effective layer 1, I should say. Doesn't seem to be working on Sprite so much. Just always finding a way to scramble. Always finding a way to get the hits in. Always finding a way to start offense, as we see right now.
Okay, we're going to be getting the freeze to extend the combo, set up the rain, and we're going to try and Growler through all of that. Now, what are you going to do if you Remains? You're kind of just looking at Sprite, taking all of that.
Now, I don't know if the multi-hits count towards the Growler stock, but if it does, I think that's 3 very heavy durability projectiles on the Azrael side now.
Up in the air, the rock coming from above, no helmets being worn by Sprite. This is a work zone and you're not following safety protocol. Sprite getting caught once again by Remains. We have 100 meters to use, and Sprite has a burst. Are we going to spend it? I don't think we will, because I think Sprite definitely wants to save that for the next round. Remains with a very strong round of his own, responds accordingly to Sprite's game 1 win.
Yup, ain't no OSHA certifications here. We are just going for straight violence in this match 1.
And God Hand getting a knockdown from full screen. Roll forward from Sprite, getting in front of Remains' face, finding some small hits, but unfortunately not able to confirm them into anything. And Remains on the other side is building up all those stocks to get these spells on deck. Kuzanite getting the combo extension, and Sprite unfortunately has wasted that overdrive. You do have 3 pips though, so there is a possibility that it could be charged later in the round, but not if you continue to get opened up by Remains.
And that was a really good wait from Remains, knowing that, alright, Sprite wants to do something on Wake Up that'll usually be my layer 1 option. I will just stare at you and watch you waste your option as I take the second round and get a game on the board.
Yeah, that was a really nasty reset for Remains as well to secure that final round. Are we going to go for a character swap? Okay, hold on.
Sprite has
This
a
is more your
Ragna?
speed. This is more your speed, isn't it?
What do you mean Sprite has a Ragna? I've never seen this before.
I
This is
think
news to me.
Sprite pull it out like once or twice. It's like a very niche pick, and it's more of like a pick if the Azrael is not working. But the Ragna, you know, you can see what this character could be doing. It's a character that some may say favors a little bit better into the 9 matchup, though, you know, opinions on that differs.
That is true. I mean, that Jade do be doing a lot. I can say for myself in this matchup. And just the fact that you have more stock movement against someone like 9, you just have better ways to position yourself, better ways to counterattack, better ways to just position yourself in a neutral and really establish something rather than what Azure can do. So the Ragnar pick makes sense, but how experienced are you with Ragnar in this matchup is the real question.
Oh, unfortunately, Rock not getting the knockdown that Remains was looking for, though. Remains still in an incredibly good position. Amethyst going to keep Sprite locked down, finding the low with the empty jump. And Sprite clapping back, finding a hit of his own. This is going to be a good amount of corner carry, though. I think it's quite enough to actually push Remains fully into the corner.
It is.
Kipper Remains waking up accordingly with DPRC, giving an extension off of that wake up option, and now Remains going to be on set point over Sprite. I'm not sure if the Ragna is working as Sprite has intended, but what I really like about Sprite's play against 9 so far is his usage of these anti-airs like 5A and 6A to try and knock Remains out of the air preemptively. But the problem with that as well is that we've seen Remains try to take advantage of that and go for these Kunzanites to catch Sprite pressing those buttons.
And now it's just like the Remain show right now. He bursts off the table, the spell's timer is about to go off. There's a bomb to the stars. 4K for your trouble.
Pick up after the goal. There's not really anything to do in this situation. Remains spending the OD into the EA for the easy finish, and Sprite is now going down to losers a little bit early on. This is round 1, but it just goes to speak about how stacked this bracket is. Like I've alluded to at the very start, we are seeing players like JustATomato, Kintoki, Tubazo, Valkyrie Koji, Fire all in round 1, not even getting a bye. This is how strong the competition is, and Remains is proving to be one step ahead at least in round 1, as they will be moving on to round 2 to play against Koopa Claws, which honestly, going round 2 into Koopa Claws, going round 2 into any of these players in round 2 like Fuzzama, Playguy, Dawn is just really rough.
Yeah, for sure, but that just goes to show how stacked these brackets are. You can't get even a single breath to take before you're up against another strong player. Also, hi, JustATomato.
We're definitely not getting a break at all, as we already have one of our first players joining the lobby here for our second game, or second set of round 2. Soul Bedguy showing up to the stage. Now, I'm not too familiar with Soul Bedguy. I know that you said you weren't either, though based on the name, maybe another Ragnar?
That's why I wanted to see him. I'm always down for more Ragnar players, and Soul Bedguy, if we're right, according to the name, sounds like the type of person that could be really, really entertaining. But let's see what they have to offer. No matter what, I'm just here to see some good BlazBlue.
But we do know what Mute has to offer, a regular here at Boston Blue Beat, and we're immediately going to be locking into those characters. Now, I did see that character avatar. I was like, oh, I see the Fuzzama, I see the Azrael. It's always a bit of a mix-up, right? Because you know, my avatar is Arakune Susanna with a cowboy hat, and I don't play either of those characters. So it's a bit of a mix-up at the very start, but it looks like Soul Bedguy not going to be locking into the protagonist, but instead the antagonist with Fuzzama versus Mute's Kagura here.
All right, a very interesting matchup. Something you see almost like every now and then with the net play brackets. I think these two are actually fairly popular in the rollback era. Of course, we have Fuzzama for the Hodgema players out there, and JustATomato in the chat right now for all the Kaguras, Serpent as well, and Mute now coming up to the tables, firing off on all cylinders, getting the corner carry, getting the large damage. It's not looking good for Soul Bedguy thus far, but I want to see what they got kicked with.
And Kagura is a character that can snowball heavy, so if you're Soul Bedguy, you want to be able to stop the momentum from Mute, prevent him from going for these big damage combos, and this EA is going to be setting up Mute into a very good position, setting up the charge fireball to keep Soul Bedguy locked down, getting some meter in active flow, and now Soul Bedguy spending that burst to not want to take that damage and trying to reset the situation back to neutral. This is where Fuzzama thrives. You want to be setting the pace of this match. We also have to worry about options like that flash kick or that command grab from Mute coming out and opening up Soul Bedguy. I think this might be the kill.
Nah, just might, if not just close. Not yet, one more action needed, but the instant overhead will take it. Mute looking strong and dominant thus far.
Absolutely, but Soul Bad Guy had some pretty nice bursts here and there, and now we can finally get something set up. Combo gainer knockdown. No, we missed the leg drop, and that's gonna be really unfortunate because now Soul Bad Guy has placed himself into the corner. But as I say that, Mute is like, you know what? I want to be in the corner instead. I want to see if I can do something with my back up against the wall. And right now, it looks like Soul Bad Guy has our back up against the wall. Mute getting the side swap.
Nice little improvisation on the combo right there from Mute, and looking like Soul Bad Guy finally getting some momentum. I don't agree with the amount of chain usage they're doing in neutral. It seems like they're always low. But hey, when they finally get that hit in, they know how to cash out. 4.7k? God, that's too much damn damage. Air throw attempt, all right.
I love Soul Bad Guy's option after that air throw attempt as well, catching Mute, trying to go on the aggressive. And right now, Soul Bad Guy is not going to be aggressive at all, backing up. But now that negative warning is pushing Soul Bad Guy to try and approach.
You don't want to lose that active pull after a negative warning. Now, forced to put on defense, can't point the overhead, instantly bursting, not wanting to give up this round. Oh my God! Smooth criminal your way out of there.
Now that burst is very scary because we've already talked about Kagura is a high damage character. You spent it on the mix-up, but you didn't. But instead of spending it on the actual combo, so you could get a lot of momentum if you can find this early hit. And look at that, he has already find that early hit. This is going to be taking Soul Bad Guy straight to the corner, but does Soul Bad Guy have what it takes to play this defense against Kagura? Fuzzama is not known for having a lot of great defensive mechanics outside of meter, so these could be really scary trying to get out.
Another Cardamos. One more time for the people in the back. Make sure y'all take your notes. The teacher is here to show y'all. Y'all gotta start
as well. This should be plenty, hitting the minimum damage threshold. And look at that, 5.3k. You said Fuzzama does damage. Kagura, on the other hand, is the damage machine.
Damn straight, showing them what's up. Soul Bad Guy though, immediately going back into frame. No character swap, despite having the wrong practice icon. So maybe I was wrong in my prediction, but still, this is some good, entertaining BlazBlue.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Absolutely incredibly high octane, and both of these players are playing into that. Okay, great anti-air coming in from Soul Bad Guy, and this is going to be the knockdown in the mid-screen. Soul Bad Guy finding a hit with the overhead, but it's not going to really convert into anything.
There we go, instant usage of the chains. Now I gotta sit on the ground for 180 frames. Oh,
that could be scary. The Mute whipping the punish.
Ooh, a little swaggy with a confirm right there. Wasn't get your mention. Try to go for a little extension, but missed it. Don't worry though, we still got a knockdown. I'm going for loops. Yes, we are. Force a burst out of Mute.
Double chain into the cross up overhead. JA is not going to convert into anything, but right now Soul Bad Guy has built a monumentous lead in terms of the health advantage that could disappear in a moment if you make one wrong decision. But right now Soul Bad Guy is playing this match incredibly well, and like I was saying before, playing into that play style of Fuzzama where you're playing at your own pace, you're making sure that you cannot play at his.
And I really like the adaptation from you right there. Finally noticing that Soul Bad Guy blocked instant over, and so it went like, okay, I'm just gonna do the slower head, and you're gonna get knocked up, and then now you're going straight to red health. Oh my God!
Air that. This is scary.
This is very
scary.
100 scary.
Yeah, super.
Oh my God! That twink exploded.
Oh my Lord. I was like, I saw that hit and I was like, oh my God, we're going to be building up a 100 meter, aren't we? This could not just be the round over already. And it just completely disappeared. Left Soul Bad Guy standard. That's where things get so scary against Kagura. You cannot let him get that close to you where he starts to get these incredibly strong combos on you. And we're seeing these anti-airs come out from Mute as well, trying to preemptively catch the Soul Bad Guy. But that charge fireball will be doing the job instead.
A little bit too late on the OD, but still sent a message. You're shutting down the BFF with the chain, but still, you're using those options a little too quickly. 0 chains to your name, and you're getting beat down into the ground.
Alright, setting up the fireball, trying to keep Soul Bad Guy locked down, and right now, one thing I'm noticing too is that Soul Bad Guy is not really utilizing barrier that much against Kagura, and you really want to because now Kagura is just so glued to your face, and with that, Mute is able to continuously mix up Soul Bad Guy, open him up one more time, and with that, Mute not dropping a single round, moves into round 2.
Well played to both players right there, but it will be Mute coming out on top, showing more of a mastery over the character systems. Like I said, I like how Soul Bad Guy played, but a lot of those chains just went to waste if you ask me. But when they did get those hits in, they managed to just really roll the momentum just right then and there. So I think a little bit of more like conservatism with those chains, with those resources, with that movement we could really have another dangerous Fuzzama player on our hands.
Oh, absolutely. Fuzzama's a character that, like, you know what? Don't play aggressive, play lame. Play that character lame. Slow the pace of the match to a crawl and force your opponent to make rash decisions trying to approach you. That's how that character is meant to be played, and I really like how Bedguy was representing some of those options, like you said, with the character, and could potentially really rise up the ranks. I believe, like we've talked about before, this is our first time seeing him, or at least some of us. I'm not sure how familiar the viewers are who Bedguy is, but I'm always glad to see another new player and learn about them as they practice this game more and more, and hopefully many more of y'all can continue practicing this game. If you don't own this game already, it is on sale currently with the Steam arcsystemworks February sale, so get on that if you can. This game is amazing, and you can pick it up for incredibly cheap. I believe it's like $5.
Yes, so I'm checking right now. I believe so. The game should be on sale. You know, just drop a little bit of your coffee money and you'll get infinite return on this. When I say this is a nice investment, if you love the fighting game genre, I cannot stress this enough. But moving on to our next match, we're coming off another Kagura Fuzzama matchup to watch another Kagura Fuzzama, but almost at the damn near highest level we have in BlazBlue right now. JustATomato versus Fuzzama.
And yeah, JustATomato also off of a top 8 finish at Frosty Faustings. Incredible stuff to JustATomato. Actually, Fuzzama didn't show up this year, but Fuzzama always one of the strongest Fuzzama players. I mean, this is textbook Fuzzama. When you think of the character, Fuzzama plays the character exactly like you think. But at the same time, Fuzzama has a very unique playstyle compared to other Fuzzamas, in the sense that Fuzzama is constantly going for optimal things. I mean, I'm constantly seeing new things I never knew existed with this character when Fuzzama is piloting him. And right now, JustATomato is going to be avoiding that EA attempt from JustATomato and getting this knockdown early.
I see Fuzzama just applying the pressure, going straight in the stance, representing the low, getting the combo, is what we like to see. This is the Fuzzama snowball that you can expect from Fuzzama. Always putting under pressure, always putting under damage, and making sure you stay in the corner and you're gonna like it there.
Speaking of liking the corner, oh, I was about to say JustATomato was going to get him into the corner, but looks like Fuzzama is the one to capitalize off of it. Instead, the Hotenjin for the extra damage in the middle of the combo and getting the extension afterwards. As always, Fuzzama with an incredible first round.
Can we talk about how deep that dash 3C was? That was a direct call out. You can tell these two have been playing each other forever. Just forever.
Absolutely. And what I really like about Fuzzama's approach as well is that even when we're going for these aerial approaches, we're also using multiple stocks to stall himself in the air in an attempt to bait out anti-air attempts from JustATomato, because Kagura is so good when it comes to flash kicks.
Ooh, there we go, the box drama combo using the OD on restriction being released on chains. Now 5 answer, no confirm, no, just backing off. Probably knew that they wanted to confirm the chains right there. Ooh, that's a really combo. I've seen that before. Uh-oh!
Yeah, this is a huge conversion for JustATomato. We have a lot of resources to work with. 100 meter on the table and 8 seconds of OD. This is going to be enough. This is plenty. Oh, wait, no!
Combo drop, but it's picked right back up. Purple throw midair. JustATomato is awake and aware.
Push-ups coming in for JustATomato, and there's the anti-air, the flash kick I was talking about. Incredibly large move. They can just toss out like that, and Fuzzama has to risk that.
Shout out to Guile, father the flash kick, Kagura taking some notes, and now he's doing his own thing. Writing his own notes, making his own song, and beating ass right now. 4K mirrors.
What do you get, 5K? No, 4.6K. I'm like, it can't get 5K, can it? Nah, Kagura is a character that can certainly do that mirrorless with the right starter.
Ooh, little merry-go-round with the chains, getting the side swap in there. But JustATomato with the no tech and a good take the OTG just to get position in.
Just backing all the way up, avoiding the wyvern and getting a successful punish off of it. And should be getting knocked down off this situation. And we're going to be using the stance mix-up once again.
timer. Kagura popping OD. It matters not though. Fuzzama continues to press the offense, making the OD timer a waste.
Okay, good. Fuzzama also having Astral. I'm not sure if it's going to be playing a factor. We want to be spending that meter to try and play safe and also go for extra mix-up to try and open up JustATomato. But it looks like we don't have to worry about that because we find the opening with that chain. Fuzzama takes the first game.
Alrighty. 110th game one. These two are just going blow for blow right now. It's just a matter of, to me right now, it looks like a matter of who can call out who on their offense better. Because that's the main conversions we're seeing right now. Either someone gets a conversion from neutral, takes a knockdown, runs their pressure, but then the other fires back on all cylinders going like, hey, I know you, I know what you are, I'm gonna just call you out here with my resources, attack, movement. These two are on like layer 9 trillion right now.
These players have played all the time and will continue to play many more matches as they're play pretty much every week, I feel, when it comes to Boston Blue Beat. And that consistency is always going to be rewarded in a game like this with all these intricate mechanics and all these intricate situations like this right here. And Fuzzama just continuing to press that 5A. It's like, I do not care about that OD. That's a fake reversal if I've ever seen one.
Damn straight. Now it's Fuzzama just trying to apply the pressure, trying to find any way to chain Kagura down. What matters not. Kagura's going to swing that big sword, continue to get the combo, even up the odds.
Definitely evening up the life total right now. And going to continue to get the lead instead as we find another pickup on Fuzzama. Could be dead in one more combo here. This combo won't be enough.
Not enough. Popo the Unwake Up was probably looking for a drive option to interfere with.
We have 100 meters to work with and EA. Is this enough?
It could be. That poison damage is unscaled.
Oh no, we got the combo though. Go too soon. A command grab.
Oh my god. Barenzo has a mix-up option in Big 2025. I can't even hate. I would have got hit too. I completely forget he has it sometimes.
Oh yeah, I mean, just using that in niche situations every now and then wins games, and we saw that right there. Fuzzama winning the round off that command grab, pulling up and saying, hey, you gotta worry about this option as well. And the fact that I can kill you off of a single wrong guess as you're holding down back, trying to charge that flash kick.
Not bad. Coming out with JC. Kagura getting the damage he needs.
Oh no, whips right there though. With a drop, but not a problem. JustATomato responds with a round of his own, evening up game number 2 here. But Fuzzama still on a set point and going to be backing up, finding an air throw, dribbling JustATomato on the ground.
Engine getting the OTG. OD on wake up, and that'll be a full punish with the full timer in tow. Not at the 8 seconds, but enough time to work with here.
Still plenty of damage though, 4.6k, nothing to scoff at. Finding the instant overhead, but can't convert that into a combo, but will convert this punish into a combo. And is that enough? Every single time I watch a Kagura combo, I'm like, is that enough? I think it is.
Yup.
That will be plenty.
I cannot stress enough, that twink got exploded. I wasn't expecting that final hit to do so much. Oh my god.
Erida, you seem hyper fixated on Fuzzama being a twink.
I do things for the people.
A little too hyper fixated.
I see what the people want. I've seen what you guys are saying on Twitter. I see the tier list, guys. I've seen them. Come on.
Oh god, I have not actually seen these tier lists that you talk of, and I hope I don't ever have to, because right now JustATomato and Fuzzama are duking it out in game number 3. This is going to be the one to decide it all. OD activation on wake up from Fuzzama, and Fuzzama will be using that to escape.
Another OD pop coming out from Kagura. This time not looking as effective as it was in the last few matches. But these are fine for anything in neutral right now. It seems like what is slop for slop? Neither player can find any conversion. But it will be Fuzzama coming out on top finally. But a nice return straight with the Choco into the corner.
And we're talking about scrambles. Fuzzama is way better at that than Kagura, and in a super attempt from JustATomato. That's going to be unfortunate, as now Fuzzama is going to be able to do even more damage here. Still not enough, but one more conversion is all we need. Tries to go for the command grab again, but this time JustATomato plenty of airtime left, so we're going to be avoiding that entirely. And now the situation has been reversed. A purple throw attempt, but not going to work out.
Now just holding the barrage of offense, and because of active flow, JustATomato already OD back. And speaking of, we press all 4 buttons and we hold them to secure the round and make sure.
That's gotta feel so bad if you're JustATomato. Seeing your 2C be OD, that's gotta be one of the worst feelings as a Kagura player.
Oh yeah. JC back down to the ground you go.
Alright, an offensive burst from JustATomato, wanting to keep Fuzzama locked in the corner, but to no avail as Fuzzama finds his way out regardless.
A small combo drop. They're looking to
That's the air spell, right? The double chain right there was incredibly smart because he baited out that anti-air attempt from JustATomato.
God, Fuzzama bleeding right now, but the more damage you do to him, the more that OD comes back, and the more possibility we have a comeback coming out from Fuzzama with a nasty little backdash right there. And there's OD pop. Oh my God, he's looking to cash out with absolutely everything. I think it'll do it. OD super. That should be the round.
Oh hell yeah, that was optimal as I've ever seen it. 6.5k. And that will do plenty to take out JustATomato and bring Fuzzama further into the bracket. Fuzzama, that was their first game, but they're already looking plenty warmed up, taking out one of the biggest players in this bracket right now in the form of JustATomato, as JustATomato is sent down to losers to duke it out with those players down below.
Right.
Yeah. Fuzzama will actually be playing against Koopa Claus later on, and they will be trying to qualify into top 8.
But now, I believe next up on stream, we will have Playguy versus Ryukasim99. That's a classic right there, Ragnar versus Hawkman.
Absolutely, and you know, it may not necessarily be the Hawkman, because Ryukasim does play the Taokaka, which honestly, between you and me, and maybe the audience as well, and maybe the production that's listening to me as well. I'm not really being a secret, keeping this a secret. I think I prefer watching Ryukasim's Taokaka over his Hawkman. I'm not gonna lie.
I can see it. Having fought that Taokaka, it definitely puts on a show. Whether or not it's more optimal in tournament, we will see. But if you're looking for something entertaining, Taokaka is always gonna be there.
Yeah, absolutely. We need more Taokaka players, y'all. We got Sea Hill. We got Witch Hazel, we got Ryukasim, and the list kind of ends there.
Now, I'm all for unbiased commentary, but I think we're fine with Taokaka players.
Wait, say that again?
I'm all for unbiased commentary, but I think I'm fine with the amount of Taokaka players we have. I don't know, man. There's only so much chasing I can do of that damn cat.
But she dies in one hit, man.
So do I.
Oh, but here's the deal. You can't say that because you got life gain. Life gain.
Yeah, whatever. Now watch it. I still continue to see these giga characters like Kagura and Susanoo popping OD and just melting me away.
You build back 5A health damage, 5A damage health there. It's very important.
This is very, very important. This is how we keep Ragnar in the game, fellas.
Oh yeah, but just to update y'all on the brackets so far, of course, again, hit exclamation point bracket in the chat to bring up the bracket that we have currently so far. But just to update y'all a little bit on how this is running, we have Icecool beating Fire 2-0 in round 2 to try and qualify to top 8. So Icecool and Jabazo will be a match we're going to be seeing on stream later on, as well as Fuzzama and Koopa Claus. Dawn and Badlime are also sitting up there waiting on the winner of this match, but also the winner of Adroth and Oregard, which honestly, that is a match that I would love to see as well. There's so many great matches that I would love to see tonight, but unfortunately, we only have so much time. We're not like Tampa Never Sleeps. We actually have to sleep here at Boston Blue Beat. And but at the moment, we're going to be playing in this bracket for a little bit longer. Playguy and Ryukasim both in the lobby and on the character select screen, ready to throw some hands.
All right, classic matchup right there. Hawkman coming in with all the counters, parries, and very, very big neutral controlling normals. And Ragnar, Mr. Shoto Man, well, not really Mr. Shoto Man, but Mr. Protagonist Man, gonna be doing whatever he can to lock it up, get the lifesteal going, and press that damn two-way that I love.
Alright, starting off with the unique intro. It's not really as flashy as some other unique intros out there, but it's always cool to see, and both the players knowing that it exists. So we're going to be setting the mood here, as Ryukasim is going to be the one that's like the underdog in this situation. BlazBlue, always one of the strongest Ragnar players out there currently playing with this character. And you can already see BlazBlue running away with the momentum starting off this first round.
So far, so good. Just keeping the pressure, keeping it ambiguous while always managing to stay on top. Finding a matchup where you can and countering it, and so that's going to be a good grip of damage. 4K meterless on a Ragnar confirm, not something you see every day. Increasing
damage just a little bit more in that situation. Ooh, found the anti-air. Okay, nice usage of that sword normal in the air. Hakumen can enforce a lot of screen control in the air and on the ground with his very long reaching buttons, and it can also make trying to press against him very scary, because counters like that's going to be also charging up his stocks as well to increase the amount of damage of that subsequent combo that he will land afterwards. Fortunate drop that could have been death. Excuse me? The air
won't succeed.
Anti-air from BlazBlue. He's like, I know BlazBlue's good, and he's going to try to anti-air.
If at first you don't succeed, just try again. And that's the moniker Ryukasim is using right now, to go through BlazBlue and take the round. But something I really like about BlazBlue's playstyle right now, the fact that they're doing a lot of neutral jumps, just a lot of dash neutral jump, kind of buying the space, because Hakumen does have a lot of control that mid range where Ragnar usually wants to be. So keeping the movement ambiguous, not just immediately committing to a button, really nice adjustment on BlazBlue thus far.
Is going to have to make an adjustment soon, because BlazBlue is running away with round 2 right now, but Hakumen always thrives being behind. You can see that in full force right now, spending some resources, getting a small combo, throwing BlazBlue into the mid screen, but with that BlazBlue throwing Ryukasim into the corner instead of getting a combo of his own. Though it is a throw combo, so it will be heavily scaled. Not going to be enough. We need one more interaction. Great blocks from Ryukasim so far, misses the throw, but no punish from Ryukasim. We try to go for a big starter, but we probably should have gone for that faster starter to get a more consistent punish.
And those are the neutral jumps I'm talking about. Completely clearing the 2C, making way for a free crouch confirm. BlazBlue blocks up the second round and equalizes things.
Already using the counter to start things off, spending some resources, spending even more there. Getting these counters. These counters are so silly, man. These air counters.
Okay, just keep the combo simple off the 2A crouch. There's gonna be a lot of corner parry as well. 60 pressure. That's the thing about Hakumen. You can't be running your string for too long, especially on a mid dispenser like Ragnar. You have to counter in waiting. Ooh, but jumping up to meet his foe. Air throw to the face, bring him back down to hell.
Bring him back down once again. Goes here, 2A. Okay.
Oh no. Oh
We're an
no.
OD as well. Oh! Don't drop the combo. We dropped the combo.
What does it matter if you're Ryukasim? You're known for your air throw resets, no matter the drop. And thus, on a 10k health character like Ragnar, that might as well just be death.
That is a death indeed. Ryukasim really making the hurt when it counts. And Ryukasim going to be evening things up in this set. Game 2 going to Ryukasim and game 1 going to BlazBlue. So now we're seeing another game 3.
Go into the shield space. 6 overhead from Ryukasim. No confirm, no, because it wasn't counter hit. Ooh, an amazing anti-air from BlazBlue right there. Can't quite get the full conversion because of momentum, but still putting on a statement right there. Uh-oh! Gotta lock up your strings, because you know Hakumen players are going to be pressing the G button and hit stun. Come on now.
5B, the Jesus kick, catching Ryukasim from far away, and Ryukasim pushing BlazBlue far away with that counter. Unfortunately, it won't be in his favor.
Using the RC to combo. Now down on some resources. So we got OD just in case. Nice! Maybe the counter didn't come down with an aerial. Can't quite finish the combo. Now I gotta back off Hakumen and OD. This is now an even game.
Ryukasim at max resources with all those Magatama stocks available. Try to go for an item mix, but Playguy on top of it, on top of those blocks, and not letting him get caught up by those gimmicks that Ryukasim is trying to represent. And now we're going into set point here for Playguy.
Yep, winner's right for Ryukasim as he makes contact with 3C on block. Hella punishable by Ragna with that 5B. Now there's that 2A pressure. He's gonna have forced to hold all of this.
Tossing out the B stick, trying to keep Playguy at bay. A huge throw counter for Playguy. You can't be tech. You can't tech those. So Ryukasim will have to take this damage. The J-Whip into the air. I love the recognition from Playguy, recognizing the 2A hit Ryukasim on the tech.
And there's the 8 seconds of OD. Now an even game one more time. It's on Tetrakin.
This is going to hurt. Don't drop the combo. Don't drop the combo. Into the super.
God.
Keep that combo going. No!
And now fully out of resources. However, Active is building back up that OD pretty quickly. He's already at 5 ticks. Nice tech from Playguy.
5 ticks, 7 ticks now. I don't know if he's going to play it back to the burst and Playguy into the gauntlet. Hades, the overhead landing on Ryukasim. And that will be the set.
Just no fear, absolutely sending it out.
Hold on, am I wrong? I was completely wrong on the game count. My bad. You see, as a commentator, you have short-term memory.
Yeah, it is still 1-1. So you guys are gonna.
I was like, wait, I was like, wait a minute.
Rebel 1.
Playguy didn't actually win game 1. That was really
In my heart, he did as a Ragna player.
All right, anyways. I goofed up, but right now both these players are locked in. No room for goofing up at all, as this is where it really starts to matter in the final game. Playguy finding an early advantage, finding the early combo, going to gain the knockdown into the corner here against Ryukasim. Hakumen has a lot of defensive options available that he can use, like the counter and supers if he wants to use them as reversals.
Yeah, Yukikaze is always on the table. Just a totally impenetrable counter right there. I believe only weak to throws.
Now, you know what you gotta do if you're Hakumen, right? Wake up TK Tsubaki.
That is true. That's also an option. Quite the jump scare for any Ragna player. Alright, RC, a little bit of a mix-up right there. Not coming down with the JD instead of going for throw, but Ryukasim awake and aware with these. Oh my god, speaking of awake and aware, Playguy continuing to just hold down their position in the mid-range, waiting for Hakumen to approach and coming down with an anti-air. And the same side, they're Divided by Darkness in front of the fire. Excuse me.
Incredibly late burst coming in from Ryukasim, and Playguy playing incredibly compact and knowing that Ryukasim is fishing for a counter hit, but Playguy not pressing any buttons until this moment once he's close to going for that 2A. The Zentetsu finding the overhead hit, and Playguy spending the burst, and that will be the JC into the DP confirm for the KO. Playguy now officially on set point.
Now both players will on burst. It's going to be a matter of who gets offense started, who gets that active flow going, and who really wants the other character dead. Control mid-range coming out from Playguy. And started. Almost had to counter him on that 2A match from Ryukasim.
That could have been huge. The barrier pushing out Playguy just enough, so there could have been a potential whiff punish, but that's not going to end up working out. Ryukasim not on top of it, and Playguy is on top of Ryukasim at the moment. Another solid combo coming in. Life gain, you know, always being a factor, right? As Playguy is trying to recover the life that he did lose a little bit earlier. But, you know, the important thing here is that the life gain is not about making leads, it's about maintaining these leads. And right now, Playguy is trying, by all means, to maintain a lead against Ryukasim, because you do not want Ryukasim to run away with a lot of resources at the end of the game.
No, what a clash. Resetting back to neutral. It will be Hakumen with the OD back first. Maybe to round 2.
Might just be lots of combo drops here and there, no confirms coming in, and getting double hit overhead, and that is going to open up Playguy to bring us to a final game, final round.
Why? Why did I clash? I'm full bias. Why did I clash? Oh my god.
What? unstoppable force against a wall that cannot handle it.
Oh my lord. The walls are just crumbling around Plague right now. What does he do when underneath the pressure? Ooh, get an amazing whip punish on that force. He is what he does. How does Plague respond? An immediate call out with the JD. A little bit of throw damage, but all that matters at the end of the day. All players sitting on resources now, about equal.
Okay, OD attempt. Oh, we try to go for the counter super immediately. Play guy is backing up, does not want to have any of it, but now you have to eat the full force of this damage. But as I said, every single time, Ryukasim unfortunately dropping these combos and not able to fully finish his job.
Of course, he controlling the space on the ground. JC control the space in the air. Enma to get your way in there.
Strangely enough, we don't have the resources available to get the kill against Play Guy. One more interaction though. We're at 7 pips on the burst meter and the overdrive meter if we want to use it later in the game. And Play Guy has that OD still available. Active flow is available, so we're going to be gaining enough meter to get that 50 meter. So we can make something work if we want to go for an RC mix-up or a neutral skip approach. OD activated from full screen. Ryukasim is going to be going on the aggressive. Ooh, the Enma! The chase down on Play Guy. Ryukasim taking it over Play Guy. A 2-1. That was a long, hard-fought final round there, but Ryukasim coming out on top, showing that patience and taking it over Play Guy. That's a pretty massive upset in round 2 here. So Play Guy sent 2 losers rather early, but Ryukasim still has his work cut out for him. We'll be playing against badlime in a winners quarterfinal. So the Rachel into the Hawkman matchup, not going to be pretty if you're Hawkman.
Oh yeah, but there's anyone who can do it. If there's anyone who can suddenly swing the tide, it is Hawkman.
Absolutely. It's definitely a character that is that comeback kind of character, right? He doesn't necessarily get the leads early on, but he basically just deletes your health at the end game.
For sure, for sure. They're just always gaining back that meter and always. I'm sorry, I've been doing predictions all night, and I JustATomato bet like 10K on Play Guy. This is gamble responsibly, kids.
Oh man,
Gamble
Guy. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but we all know what we're thinking.
Oh, good God. But now we're moving on to winner side top 16. These players are winning for that qualification spot straight into top 8, which means any of these players, if they win, they are confirmed points for tonight's bracket.
So, Tomato, you want to toss 10K into the match arena?
I wouldn't be opposed. I don't think Dantas would be opposed. I don't think anyone on tonight's stream would be opposed.
Hey, Tomato, if you win, you're getting a lot of that money back. Just saying.
It's facts. It's facts, I fear.
You could be what's the price split? It's 60 30 10. You could be getting 6K of that back if you get first place. Pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everyone will love the 4K stimulus into the into the community. But yeah, speaking of the match arena, of course, exclamation point match arena in the chat. Let's bring up that link. Go ahead and follow that so we can get these players paid at the end of the day. We have 38 codes remaining, $3 in the prize pool. If you like to donate, you can do that. Or if you're broke like me, go ahead and claim those codes and throw a little bit more into the pot. It is free money, an extra 25 cents for every code claim. So please do that if you can. Thank you very much. And with all of that, it looks like we have our next players lined up and ready to go. If I'm correct, that is Icecool right there. And I believe the opponent will be against Tubazo. So the Susano into the Arakune, both characters that can be described as feast or famine type of characters. Susano needs his specials to run, and Tubazo needs that curse in order to get things started.
Oh yeah, definitely two characters who are of the snowball archetype. But if you ask me, because they're in a game like BlazBlue, that snowball turns into a damn avalanche. Arcune just, whenever they fill the curse up, you guys have all seen it. You guys all know it, and you guys all dread it. But Susanoo, building up seals every combo, getting more and more damage, playing to the game's system mechanics, is just such a nightmare to deal with once they get going.
But Susanoo is not known for his amazing movement, so that could play a factor in the sense that Arcune is a bit of a pseudo-zoner starting things out. And also, that Curse Cloud can prove to be a very annoying factor to play against as Susanoo. Like that, the Curse Cloud already coming out, so the movement is going to be limited even more than it already is.
And for those of you in the audience who may not know, the Curse Cloud is randomly generated. There's one that tracks the opponent, one that tracks right above the opponent, one that tracks Arcune himself. And whenever your opponent stands in that Curse Cloud, Curse just builds automatically. And that's something you don't want if Tsubasa can get it. However, it's looking like Icecool doing a pretty good job mixing up the movement well enough, but yeah, you gotta burst out.
Hey, we don't have to worry about the Curse Cloud either. If we just get one good hit, that's going to be a full curse in a single combo, and you can just absolutely destroy the opposing character once you get that curse activated and focus all of your nasty projectiles and bugs. And we got that curse activated, catching Icecool from behind. This is where that party gets started as Arcune. And if you're Arcune right now, you want to be looping this as much as possible and trying to open up Icecool by any means. But Icecool holding strong, blocking through all of it, but not blocking that overhead. And that's going to be cursed once again. Oh no!
It doesn't matter! We show no fear! There is nothing that can quell this demonic god! Sitting on 100 meters, getting the Yoki, it's gonna be Arcune in the corner now. That's the answer. Icecool enters out of danger state, and now it's running back in offense.
To see Icecool low, we're at curse once again, but we need to open up by any means right now. I think that's what we need right now, that opening, but we can't spend any resources. That was a bit of an awkward ender to the combo. Now Icecool going on the offensive. OD, the super it's the RC for the extension. This should be plenty to get the kill. The RC, but no!
Oh no! Oh my god! Okay. All that with 1 second on the clock, back-to-back ODs, back-to-back scrambles, it'll be Icecool getting the first round of the set.
Oh my god, combo drops for days, folks.
Oh. Okay, going back to a sense of normalcy, Arcune claiming the neutral thus far, using the bugs as a way to help the homies and set up curse to win con is down effect. Corner with the wall
trying to rack up into Tsubasa and then that combo early, trying to use curse to get one more opening. I think we found that opening, though not able to fully confirm off it. Just a bit of a stray hit there, though. Icecool on very low life and trying to do something for full screen, gets caught by that bug from behind once again. Plenty of resources, curse applied, and Tsubasa can just play this one very, very simple, and Icecool on the other side has to either spend barrier or take a good deal of pressure there.
And I think there's something to be said about how Arcune, just being a character in himself, skews a burst game so much. Because of the fact that you get the win con off a simple jab, a lot of characters who rely on their OD like a huge resource, such as your Susanoo, such as your Fuzzama, such as your Zanami, such as your Rachel, now have to consider burning through that burst immediately and hoping they can just win off the second interaction, which Icecool did to perfection as he ends off game one.
And you can see that Icecool is not afraid at all of using options like the gunshot. It's still always going to be a very useful full screen option, even if that bug can catch you. And it has actually caught Icecool multiple times. I think that's part of the reason why he lost round 2, but or like the previous rounds. But he was able to bring it back in the end, and Icecool showing that, hey, you know, Tsubasa can be completely in control in one round, but so can Susanoo. And Susanoo is going to be building up all of the important seals here, unlocking all of them. The DP, the Ground Viper, and the spin. That's going to be increasing his damage potential, his mix-up potential, and his defensive game, all of which he will be needing against this character.
It's just a matter of getting back in one more time as Arcune and recognizing, hey, you have seals, I'm just going to back up and let the bugs do it. We're going to build up that curse, and you're not going to enjoy it. Here we go.
Icecool definitely not enjoying himself as Tsubasa is going for multiple resets here.
Gets away from the Guard Crush bug, but the 5C anti-air from Tsubasa. J214C sends the wrong way, though. Ooh, there's a gunshot!
The throw, okay, picking up Tsubasa not ready for it.
Alright, simple combo, throw still, not gonna allow this combo to kill. Actually, with active flow and a little optimization.
Oh, the overhead. Oh! The burst coming back just in time for Tsubasa into the super Gakura catch. Icecool not fast enough. Once again, movement forward from Icecool avoids the second super. So smart.
Yup, that's matchup knowledge right there. The bugs aren't immediately active. You do have a little bit of time to move. You gotta make your choice. And Icecool knew damn well what choice he wanted to make.
Okay, the JA to contest the jump cancel off of the off the 5C.
The neutral crowd tracking Arcune themselves, making it even difficult. Cause now you gotta get that hit in, or else
this happens. Burst is now applied.
Hopefully just make a scramble happen, but the bugs got Arcune.
Back. Going to be ending the combo early once again, just so we can try to get one more opening, but unfortunately we do not have enough burst time left to get that opening. Pushed far enough away by the barrier so the overhead would not be a factor, and Icecool getting a punish against Tsubasa. Ground Viper, this is going to be taking Tsubasa to the other side of the screen. 6B fatal counter starter at first. Tsubasa though not spending it until the very end, and if you're Icecool, you're like, hey, that's fine, because that is the majority of the damage that I wanted, and so a single spin can take the KO. Icecool with the 2-0 over Tsubasa, looking clean in that final game and making it into winner's side top 8.
And that's my Frosty Falcons champion right there, showing that they want to get back that #1 spot from Killer Kobe. Oh my god, that fatal 6 beat, I felt that one in my sternum. Ugh.
I saw that, I winced. Let me tell you, I winced harder probably than all the Slayer pile bunkers I saw last night.
Those two moves do have some impact, huh? Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You see that hit and you're like, oh, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
You just gotta give up hope. Like, no more hope left. I know it's a bit of an anime game. You know, anime games like always about the power of friendship and power of hope and so all that stuff. No. If you get fatal 6 speed, you gotta throw that all away, folks.
Not when the God of Destruction is on screen. Speaking of Gods of Destruction, we have another one coming up to play. Koopa Claus versus Fuzzama. Izanami versus Fuzzama.
One of, arguably, arguably one of the strongest, if not the strongest characters in the game. The Izanami coming up to the stage. We'll see how Koopa Claw fares against Fuzzama, though.
This should be an interesting match, because if there's any character who can kind of move around the ridiculousness Izanami can set up, especially in the neutral once Ribcage is up, it's definitely Fuzzama. So I think that's something Koopa Claw will have to be wary of. You can't just be popping Ribcage for free and kind of like bum rushing your way in. We do have a character that can outstall that barrier gauge and get in there once you're out.
But important thing that Izanami does have are those tracking projectiles, which could play a factor. And Fuzzama, it will have to work around if we're trying to play neutral here with these chains. Though it does leave Izanami in a state where she can't really block. So you can take advantage of that if you manage to get through those missiles that get set up. And they pretty much are missiles. They're heat-seeking missiles that come at you. And Izanami can confirm off of them.
Those bits do a lot for Izanami's neutral, while debatably having stubby buttons that admittedly are very effective. Those bits really just round out everything, just tracking you no matter where you are on screen. And for a character like Fuzzama, high flying, hit and run character, those bits are going to help out a lot. You see Koopa Claw trying to set things up in neutral right now, going straight into flight mode and immediately coming out with the skull and immediately getting the conversion straight to the corner. This is going to be a ribcage ender.
Power of the Sun in the palm of his hands, doing a decent amount of damage, 2.6k, not going to be a lot, but true power of Izanami comes in her incredible mix-up game. You're constantly guessing, and it's incredibly hard to just react to this character, right, because these float cancels can be such an imminent threat of just like constantly saying like, oh, is it going to be high, is it going to be low? You don't really have a time to react to that accordingly. And burst coming out from Koopa Claus, setting up the missiles once again into the rib cage. Now you cannot press at all against this character.
Really nice conversion from the top rope there from Koopa Claus. Not something you see every day from most of the Nami players. Very aware of their routing.
Charge. Send the missiles once again. Fuzzama rushing in with the 2A into the double dance dash, forward dash there.
Whoa! The mid-air purple TRM? Fuzzama, you devil.
Holding on to those resources, holding on to that meter, using it to try and extend off that stance pressure, but Koopa Claus, incredible response, taking the round away from Fuzzama on defense.
Ooh, using the big fish showing to win the war at round start. Really smart usage from Koopa Claus right there. Let's stall, can't quite find his mark. It's a Nami players mashing 2B out of hit stun. What's new? Ooh, yoinks from the heavens!
What do you think you're doing up there, setting up those projectiles? That's not gonna work. And you know what else is not gonna work? Trying to play defense in the corner. Fuzzama going for another preemptive chain, catching Koopa Claus on the escape and keeping Koopa Claus locked in. But now Fuzzama is locked in the corner. The guard cancel, pushing Fuzzama up against the wall. But now the situation has reversed once again. Koopa Claus finding conversion though. Not going to be able to fully cash out on it, though we do have that OD available, that burst available, and the Axa Flow proc.
There's the dreaded rib cage. We're draining the hell out of that barrier gauge. Something I didn't think about earlier is the fact that once that barrier gauge is gone and Izanami's not in control, Fuzzama also has a lot of anti-air options, and without the ability to block anymore, in the air without barriers, you really got to think about how you deal with it. Oh, popping OD! Recognizing that the barrier gauge wasn't back yet, so immediately had to pop it to refill it. Oh, what an option! I hate this character. I forgot she could just do that. Guard cancel with the bits, air throwing Fuzzama, Koopa Claus, showing that playing a damn top tier. Just play a damn top tier, man.
Fuzzama's pretty good.
Fuzzama's good. Is a
not, but Fuzzama's pretty good.
is a Nami though? Did you just see what happened?
No,
the bit? Come on, man.
We can't absolve Fuzzama of his crime just because he's relatively not as good as he's a Nami, right? Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
Hey man, I'll call both of these characters war crime characters. I'm playing humble McProtag, man. Ragnar the Blood Edge. Ooh! Counter coaching 2B round start with 2-1-4 because I'm firing back. I'm not letting the last boss get
Blue B combo, but Koopa Claus not taken out. Unfortunately, not getting the ender though, so that hard knockdown will not be a factor that Koopa Claus has to worry about. So projectile sliding all across the screen. The movement from Koopa Claus so far has been insane at screaming through all Fuzzama's chain attempts.
We are now on low. And Koopa Claus recognizing that. Recognizing, alright, cool, you don't have a lot of movement. Time for you to pop rib cage and establish dominance in the neutral game.
This is where the 50-50s kind of just come in there, right? The float cancels, like, is it going to be high, is it going to be a low? Fuzzama getting opened up, but Koopa Claus also getting opened up in a danger state as well, so this combo is really going to hurt. Spending all that barrier on the rib cage, it is a bit of a push and pull when it comes to using that move, because you don't want that barrier gauge to run out and have Fuzzama take full advantage of it.
And I really like the usage of doing throw straight into super there. Lock out the burst, don't even give Koopa Claus a chance. Alright, that Miracle back that doing more for Izanami. Instant burst coming out from Koopa Claus. Ooh, another fatal 6-3D.
Great confirm from Fuzzama as always, and a good grip of damage too. Holy moly. 4.5k, we didn't spend any meter at all. The dribble, the air throw coming in. Koopa Claus, what are you doing sitting up there in the air? Get back down here onto the ground, getting the knockdown this time. The stance, grabbing Koopa Claus into the attention immediately, and that will be an incredibly clean round for Fuzzama.
We are grabbing the gods out of the heavens themselves. Back down to the ground where they belong. Fuzzama tying things up.
tying things up indeed. I love that we're seeing so many game threes tonight. Things are coming down so close, but it's always this game three where things get a little polarizing. I've seen a lot of times where just 2 rounds being taken for these players to win it all, looking incredibly dominant. So I'm hoping to see that we get a really tight tussle between these 2 players to end this one off and try to determine who makes it into the top 8. This is a big deal, right?
We're trying to get them damn points, and it seems like both players are just doing anything they can for it. So far, I'm really loving what I see. Combo gets him into 2-4D. OD on wake up though. No recovery on the stance option. It'll be Koopa Claus coming out on top of the OD interaction.
Now we'll run Fuzzama's OD timer down as well. The Fireball will be keeping Fuzzama locked down in the corner with no way to get out. And a Koopa Claus is really reinforcing that idea as Fuzzama continues to have no options available to him.
Big counter hit and already such low health. That would be Koopa Claus' round right there.
You know, I was saying I was hoping it would be a lot tighter, but that was a very strong round for Koopa Claus in the same vein as Fuzzama being an incredibly strong round to close off game number 2. But we'll see how game 3 ends as Koopa Claus starts off game number 3, round 2, with a pretty strong start here against Fuzzama, forcing Fuzzama to spend a lot of these resources like OD to try and get out.
Ooh, big super on wake up. Always gotta represent the option. Koopa Claus running with all the momentum, active flow in tow. 8 takes a burst, catching the no tag. Oh no!
I jinxed Fuzzama, didn't I?
Hey, I think he really did.
My bad, Fuzzama. I'll write you a written apology later on.
And that is another crazy goddamn blowout for the predictions. This chat is going crazy with the gambling. The over-under must be insane. All the usual picks are getting blown out right now.
Dude, the payout must be insane right now.
Oh my god.
Dude, if we did not have enough of sports betting with the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, you guys trying to make your money after last night? We got you here on
Because weren't the Chiefs like supposed to win based on the bet?
They were hella projected to win.
Yeah, because they won last Super Bowl, right? So, so y'all are just like Eagles fans, right? Y'all are getting the Eagles payout here.
Good God.
6x payout. Holy moly, y'all are rich in virtual money that does not matter. Can you spend these on anything here?
But still, I gamble responsibly. Gamble responsibly, kids.
You can't even spend these points at all. It's just a resource that you have that we're putting a lot of our heart and souls into. But enough of that. We're getting into this next set between badlime and Ryukasim. Also, shout outs to the people in the chat right now. 107 viewers currently, all watching some BlazBlue Centralfiction on a random Monday night.
That's what we like to see. 107 y'all coming out to show out. We love to see it. Now we gotta see Hawkman versus Rachel, another classic matchup. Not something you see every day, but it's one that's been here for a while. Both these characters have been pretty strong in BlazBlue's history.
Absolutely, and this is a matchup that normally Hawkman isn't really going to enjoy all too much because he does struggle a bit against zoning, but Hawkman does have tools like being able to cut through projectiles that could help him in really closing this distance. But so far, badlime has yet to be hit, working on it perfect, sending out the George, sending out all these projectiles. Oh my god, what are you supposed to do? The bats are on top of you.
This is probably the one matchup where if you're a Hawkman player, you're like, oh, thank God Mori put this random ability on my character. Because you really shut down a lot of Rachel's usual options. So now the onus is on badlime to see what they can do about it. So far, it seems like they got the game plan going. Murdering Hawkman's Hellfire with these poison combos, setting up OD. Is this going to be a kill?
No, not quite there, but this will surely be oh, I spoke too soon. Dropping the combo at the end. Ryukasim still alive with a pixel of life remaining and a dream, having to barrel all of these projectiles and play this one safe. And then George closing the distance, coming in.
This is ridiculous.
The pressure from the George alone, giving Ryukasim a huge scare there.
Oh my god, yeah, not much Hawkman can really do from that position, especially when The Lobelia mine was right on top of him, and that's pretty hard to react to, and chip help was already a factor. So I get it. Moving on to the next round, though, Ryukasim looking to hopefully get something started this time.
George, hold down the neutral, my frog.
Oh! Wait, she can do that? Oh, interesting. Completely nullifying the parry game. That would be really interesting as to how Hawkman wants to play the defense.
Massive opening. But these combo drops are really giving Ryukasim a hard time.
There's George. Enma right through the frog!
Not enough, we don't have the resources to get the finish.
Going for that stick beat. Look for that anti-air. Cutting a projectile, but which is the one you needed? George still gonna lock down Hawkman. Oh my god, he just killed the shit out of that frog! Oh my god!
He just deleted the frog. I didn't even know that that Hawkman could one-shot it like that.
That's crazy! Oh my god, alright, more parry. Oh my god. Walking up to go to Enma? That's cool.
Okay, I was like, surely this combo kills. I was like, after that super, I wasn't so sure. But in the end, badlime showing that his rooting is still on the point. And yeah, no, you can already see how this can be a difficult matchup for Hawkman, but also Hawkman can pose difficult situations for Rachel as well when it comes to cutting those projectiles. The only big problem too as well is if Ryukasim ever tries to play defensive, then badlime can just set up the bads and then punish you for trying to block anything.
He matters not though. He's on dance back with her own JV. I need to get out of the corner now. Just holding it down with the projectile move. Alright, this is probably more what Ryukasim wants.
Absolutely, you always want a huge lead like this. We saw an attempt to go for the electric chair, but so right now, badlime looks like they're in the electric chair with how much life they've lost so far. Ryukasim stuck in the corner though, so things could certainly change very soon now that the bats are on top of Ryukasim. George, not enough to take down the Enma, and badlime opening up Ryukasim with an override, getting the conversion here. Really good.
Yeah, now we're utilizing things slowly but surely. A nice roll from Ryukasim. And that they do know a little about the matchup, do know that not every George setup is frame tight, and getting that final hit to secure a round.
Very scrappy towards the end there. Ryukasim able to get that round there. Doesn't have OD or burst though going into this round, so things could prove to be difficult if Ryukasim is put on defense. But so far we're seeing a lot of the same of the previous round where Ryukasim is continuing to open up badlime over and over again. Badlime once again is put in that critical red health to attempt to go for the electric chair, but Ryukasim reading it correctly, going for a throw to keep it out.
There's a perfect from Ryukasim, looking like finally found an answer, or at least just enough chances to make something happen as we go 1-1 in the set.
Yeah, Ryukasim is honestly just playing out of his mind tonight.
It's crazy. Just constantly cutting down projectiles. Finally just finding places. Just really, I don't know how else to say it. He's swinging a damn sword. Look at that
sword, and it's working. Another good lead for Ryukasim to start things off. Attempted to go for the counter. Not gonna work though. Badlime going to be eating that.
Right now, the corner is looking like the Rachel show one more time. Nullifying George with the parry and throwing in a scramble. I really like Ryukasim's representation of options right there. Another one shot on George right before he's about to set off too.
It really looks like George is the least of Ryukasim warriors at the moment. Always playing a factor some. Oh yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. George had a slight delay there. Couldn't moved a little too slow for the super damage here. Enma to get out. But no, the counter dash forward to get out. OD. Is that enough?
Yeah, especially with a big combo drop like that. If there's any solace you could take, you are sitting on active mode, so if you slow down the game, you at least go into the next round with as much burst as possible.
true.
He didn't barrier block the chip damage! Wait! But it matters not!
No!
Ryukasim taking the round against all odds. That's such a big advantage, having the round up. Now you can just kind of coast round 2, hopefully try to win it, but you have the insurance. Especially against a character like Rachel, that's something you're gonna need.
The way he's closing the distance on badlime is so good right now. Badlime really struggling to try and keep Ryukasim away. Ryukasim is that threat that continues to move past the horizon, and Ryukasim getting a huge throw into the OG to choose the damage of this combo. There's a super, still getting the extension afterwards into the EA, has active flow afterwards. This combo won't be enough, but one more interaction and that will be it. The badlime trying to roll out of the corner, but Ryukasim catching him with a simple kick of the leg. Ryukasim, a 2-1 over badlime, and moving into winner side top 8.
Oh my god, what a comeback after that game 1. Almost had Ryukasim's number, but Ryukasim just pure belief in his character. Somehow found the thing that'll make it click, and will find the thing that'll give another crazy payout. 20-80 split. Oh my god.
Holy moly, dude, the Ryukasim believers? Dude. Y'all are getting paid.
Oh my god. People are. I see the chat. You guys are making back your money. People are gambling tonight.
See, this is what you do now. Now that you've hit it big 2 times in a row, you got to go all in for the third one. You got to hit it big the third time, right?
There's always
20
more.
extra money.
There's always more. All right.
You're getting closer and closer to the even bigger payout. But speaking of bigger things, we got one of the biggest players in this bracket in the form of Dom, in the threat he poses, as he will be facing off against Orgard. Honestly, I'm surprised it took this long to get Don on stream, but Don is now here before top 8, trying to also qualify into that winner side of the bracket. We already have 3 of our players lined up: Icecool, Koopa Claus, and Ryukasim. So we'll see if Don is going to be making it in, or Orgard as our final player.
And I'm really glad Orgard got the Dawn matchup on stream, because this might be one of my favorite matchups to commentate over. A Murakumo versus one of the puppet characters. Because of the nature of their zoning, being all projectiles, being all movement, all multi-hits, they actually have really easy access to hitting the doll and making sure they chunk through that life bar whenever they find that hit. So it's up to Dawn to kind of place the doll in very strategic positions to hopefully not get caught up and hopefully not have the doll meter too low. Or else, even a low tier character like New can find a way to really steamroll, especially on a player like Orgard. Excuse me.
Absolutely. And Dawn is looking like we're not caring about the zone. Not so much we did not care about the gravity seed either. Dawn just ran right through it.
There we go. Husband and wife working together to beat this harlot New right now. Oh my god, they're just going crazy. Catching the roll as well. Dawn putting on a performance in round 1.
The wife really pretending she did work right there. Okay. Setting up a puppet, poking Orgard. Yeah, this is a really interesting matchup too, because Dawn can just kind of play at really at further ranges than you think, and it can be a struggle to try and effectively keep him zoned out, because once that puppet makes connection, then whether it's blocked or whether it gets hit, then Dawn can still find a way to approach with it.
You're gonna throw combo to buy some. Oh my god! He just ran at him! He held forward and it worked!
This is the second time he's done. He literally does not care about that gravity seed, man.
He just ran at him! He just held the 6 button and it worked! That's insane! Dawn up game 1.
Oh, you know that gif of like the guy like aggressively walking forward? That's what I imagined in my head, seeing that interaction multiple times.
Sometimes the simplest option is the best one. However, Dawn is going to use the wife, counter poke a 2B at round start, now sending him to the corner, forcing early OD out of the character.
Oh, the overhead miss, but Orgard pressed the wrong button, not getting the punish. Oh, and this looks like Dawn's round to win once again. Yes, holding on to the meter, I think we're going to be spending it on the duelist bios to lock down Orgard, or we're not going to spend it at all, finding the opening multiple times and multiple resets being snuffed in there. Dawn's really feeling himself.
That's so far just a really dominant showing this round, but Orgard having a run forward option of their own, finding the 4D, finally some momentum starting. But here comes Dawn with the matchup awareness, recognizing they want to set up Luna's slaves, so they just jump forward, close in the neutral. Back to full screen you go.
Yeah, and those drive normals are so committal too. So Dawn knows that and is going off of really just smart reads over and over again. Half of these I don't even think are proper reactions. He's literally just predicting that Orgard is going to go for the low, is going to go for these low drive moves to keep him locked down on the ground. But Dawn takes it to the air, going over and keeping Orgard in pressure once he manages to make it in and close that distance. And with that, Dawn proves to be one of the strongest players in the bracket yet again. That was an extremely quick 2-0 over Orgard. I really wanted to see Orgard for most of this bracket as well, and that unfortunately was a bit rough for him.
A little bit of a blowout. I think Dawn just fired back with it's one of those matches, you just always guessing right, always having the correct answers, kind of being 2 steps ahead. It happens in tournament. It happens to everybody, especially in the first 2 formats, especially crazy game like CS.
All right, chat. Who tried to bet big on Orgard?
I see 4 of you guys, but alas, the popular vote has won. The streak has been broken.
All right, who got all the money back? The rich get richer,
I guess so.
and the poor go back to being poor. You had your moment. 19.4K.
You guys bet big.
Y'all.
You guys bet big. Good God.
Okay, hold on. Okay, no. Orgard got bet 3,800, and then Dawn had 15K bet on him. Okay. So just like it feels like that was like one person that bet on Orgard there.
All right. And with that, we have our winner side top 8 completely filled out. On our first side, we have Icecool versus Koopa. On our second side, we have Ryukasim gonna be fighting the winner of the set we just witnessed. So that'll be Ryukasim versus Dawn. Ooh, that's me electrifying set. The loser side not just done yet, which means you guys know what time it is. It's time for some ads. Leave me away, Salty Boy. You can start.
Starting us off will be, of course, what you're here for, the Boston Blue Beat Burst Limit Season 5 weeklies. We've been going on this for a pretty long time at this point. Each bracket will be, each week we'll have brackets for BlazBlue, Guilty Gear, Accent Corp plus our Under Night in Birth 2. And those are the 3 games right there: BlazBlue, Guilty Gear, and Under Night. And for 10 weeks, we'll be running this on a line Ranbat from 1st place to 7th place. 17th place, you will be gaining points in order to qualify into the finale. And the winner of the respective games will win a free trip to Boston Blue Beach episode this year. And speaking of beach episode, Aradat, give me the laydown on this event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for y'all to come to my hometown, my backyard. Boston Blue Beat is coming back one more time with our huge regional tournament beach episode, celebrating the anime fighting games that have all brought us here, but also some of the main lines and the new title coming in as well, City of the Wolves. We got Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, BlazBlue Centralfiction, and even the surprise pick, the scene stays strong in Boston, Sailor Moon S. If y'all watched that bracket last year, it was crazy. Sarge.gg/beach. You also sign up now. I'd love to see y'all there. I hope to build a bigger community for Boston Blue Beat, especially for beach episode every single year. The production team deserves it, the TOs deserve it, and you guys deserve it. Come by, have a nice time at the beach.
Absolutely. Try and make it to those offline tournaments if you can, and make it to that Boston Blue Beat offline monthly on March 15th if possible.
We have all these big events on the horizon, but you always have to remember to support the locals that keep these things running. The monthly will be taking place on March 15th, like I said, and it will be featuring BlazBlue Centralfiction, Grand Blue Fantasy vs Rising, Melty Blood Actions Again, Under Night Inverter 2, Guilty Gear Strive, Guilty Gear Xrd, Sailor Moon S, and Guilty Gear Plus R. All these great games and more. Show up to the local or support the stream as it is running. Once again, thank you all for the support, whether you're at home watching these events or you're playing in them.
You want to get a quick little sneak peek of what the Boston team looks like before coming up the each episode? Feel free to tune in those monthlies. You guys can always catch me there, whether it be playing CF or commentating Strive. There's a whole lot of things to see there, and just getting to know the Boston team. We'd love to have you, especially on the stream.
Absolutely. But now we gotta shield something else. We got a great match on our hands, folks. Icecool and Koopa Claus, the two gods of the game, clashing it out in the winners semifinals. If they win this, they make it into that winners final spot, and that's guaranteed top 3, which is a massive position to be in because of the points on the table. You could that's like the difference of like 40 points right there. Qualifying to top 3.
And once again, I can't stress enough, after losing the #1 spot last week to Killakobe, I think Icecool is on a tear right now. Hopefully to get those points. Killakobe not in tonight's bracket, so it's looking like we could, snatch away that spot right there. So there's a lot of drama going on in these points. But let's not focus on that for now. Let's focus on these literal deities. Fight of the gods right here. Izanami versus Susanoo. I'm not even sure if this is canon.
I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know anything about BlazBlue lore outside of Ragna having a lot of sisters. Izanami being one of them. And everyone wants to kill him. Both these characters want to kill him.
That's true. All right, amazing conversion starting off. Oh my god, I am so impressed with Koopa Claus's conversions. Like, especially from so high in the air, it's gonna be hard for a character like Izanami to really convert.
This defense is insane from Icecool. How is he blocking all of this?
Oh no, but we have an OD pop for OD pop, sending out the wheel immediately, unrestricted by the means of law. We now have Koopa Claus going straight into the fireball. Is that gonna be a ribcage ender? Yes, it will. Interaction is over. You are now forced to block.
Will be spending all of that barrier meter with that replication. We won't have access to it any longer, and right now Koopa Claus wants to keep Icecool locked down as long as possible, or play this defense game as long as possible, so we can get that burst, so we can get that barrier back. And with this super, we're definitely going to be getting it back. RC extension off of that combo, and that's going to be a perfect for Koopa Claus, completely in control that entire round. But that defense, though, from Icecool, the fact that he was able to last so long in the corner like that was incredibly impressive. But you have to get out at some point against Izanami, because you could not let her have an opportunity to set up that ribcage in your face.
Air 6B will allow for huge damage and a lot of steals unlocked. DP, sword, and spike hands already unlocked. Now just keep it simple with the pressure. Oh no, big drop, but it doesn't matter. Icecool saw these drops and was like, I'm gonna just send a DP. You're not gonna block it anyways.
Throw popping Koopa Claus up into the air, and with an incredibly dominant first round for Koopa Claus, an incredibly dominant second round goes to Icecool. That was a near perfect. So let's see if this is going to be another perfect, or if we're going to do a lot more even on this life trade here.
It's trading with the 206A. Both are projectiles, but only one of them is mobile, because that's a goddess of death, what can I say?
Defense from Icecool is great so far. Okay. We'll be spending the EA. That will be granting Icecool Octave Flow. We also have the Ground Viper if we want to go for a very aggressive approach, but Icecool holding on to that meter as well. Looking to use it pretty soon, it looks like, but you can't use it yet. That rib cage is going to prevent Icecool from pressing any buttons, though you can throw Izanami if you are a little brave.
Last 2 seconds of that rib cage is going to blow right through Susanoo JB, allowing Koopa Claus to cheat their way into this confirm. resources though. So one more action is on defeated. 2C for the side swap, and because of Danger State, got a little bit more bang for his buck.
2C again! These anti-airs from Icecool coming in, and we're going to go for the Astral for the extra flare. 99k damage, I think that's what it is, right? Yeah, 99.999k damage.
Alright, in the Battle of Deities, it looks like the God of Destruction has taken it first. And remember, this is first to 3. Actually, no, first to 2. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself.
We're not there quite yet, but Icecool may very well be that player to get that first to 3 situation before Koopa Claus here, if this pace continues to if Icecool can continue to maintain this pace against Koopa Claus, taking that first game away. Though that final round was certainly very close. It really does feel like it can go either way if Icecool is not careful.
Good into block barriers, build that space, get the Murkuma backdash going, and set up the bid.
Yeah, bursting that one.
Like Koopa Claus is now committed just running away, letting the bits do their job, and then going in right after them. Now it's like engaging on their own terms, but when they do, it's pretty nasty.
Unsmiting Icecool there. The ribcage is active. You cannot do anything. This just feels so bad. You're like a deer in headlights when that ribcage gets activated, and Koopa Claus is going to be taking this combo distance to regain all of that barrier gauge. We're going to be spending the OD for the extension into the EA, and that barrier gauge is all recovered for Koopa Claus. Though we won't even need it anymore because that combo was enough to take the kill. Koopa Claus with a simple 5k, breaking no sweat in doing so.
Air. Just applying the pressure. 60 and oh my god. Yup, I called it. I saw the 25 meter. I knew.
Shout out 2 days for the raid of 40 people there. We're watching some BlazBlue Centralfiction for Boston Blue Beat. We're in winners semifinals between Koopa Claus and Icecool. Right now, Icecool has that first game lead, but things are going pretty interesting here because it could definitely go either way between these two players. The OD activation from Icecool coming in. Nice block, but unfortunately not able to block the 6-foot hit. And Koopa Claus will be getting another opening, going to recover all of that barrier gauge back and gain this knockdown in the corner.
That's one thing about Izanami combos. You go when you're in danger phase, you get hit again. Those combos last so long that by the time they're done, she might go be back at full barrier.
Speaking of being back at full barrier, we have that ribcage active, and Icecool has to try to find a way to work around it, it seems like, because right now Koopa Claus is running away with so much momentum at the moment that does get procced.
JB from the top rope gonna clip Susanoo, forcing the burst out. 30 seconds left on the clock. How do both players want to respond in dead time? Pop the rib cage, start the pressure. Whoa!
Whoa, what?
Using the guard cancel, but had 100 meters, so could RC find her way out of there. But it matters not. It matters not as Koopa Claus, too clean with it, finds the kill.
Icecool you can tell he's really struggling to deal with ribcage. The moment it gets activated, that's just a huge momentum swing for in the favor of Koopa Claus.
Oh man. Right.
The wheel of fate is
1-1 thus far in the winners semis. Both
Rebel,
players looking to get that winner's final spot. How does the round start go? Both players using their movement. But Icecool a little bit too hasty, getting clipped by Izanami's toes. Straight to the corner you go.
Brought down to the ground, has the bits active to try and track Icecool, but it's not going to work out. Can't block in that state, and Koopa Claus stuck in the corner. Now Icecool can finally get this game plan started. Koopa Claus still has that burst and that OT, and yeah, we're going to be spending it right there. Getting that ribcage active as well from full screen. Now that Icecool cannot apply any pressure, and now Koopa Claus is the one applying all of this pressure on top of Icecool.
There's that 2C with the back box gonna allow Icecool to confirm 3.5k and a couple of seals for trouble. Clears the DP but with no punish.
Balancing some small hits, can't confirm. Try to confirm off that one. Oh wow, we actually backdashed the gunshot. But matters not the DPRC from Icecool on defense, stuffing Koopa Claus on that approach. Now Icecool with a roundup on set point over Koopa Claus.
Woo! Use that Murakumo backdash alongside the float to completely clear the 6B. Find a whip punish. No, it's good for Icecool right now.
Down. Anti-air attempt, but Koopa Claus is recognizing Icecool's decision making there and just stalling him in the air. That's very smart, and Koopa Claus will be reaping the reward off these small decisions.
Ooh, try to go for the crush trigger midair, looking for a guard crush, couldn't quite find it. Icecool awake and aware, it knows the game plan. I forget this character has a command grab because she needs it. She needs it so bad. And now, in a reversal of situations, it'll now actually Icecool sitting in danger state. Gonna take a lot more damage on his next hit. No, Icecool Claus can't find it. Takes the throw though. No confirm!
Wow, no confirm. Can't convert off that hit. And Icecool still alive. Guard cancel activated. Try to go for the 60 overhead, but it's not going to work out. Koopa Claus blocking out effectively, setting up the ribcage, and now Icecool backing up, having to respect the ribcage instantly. Tries to RC stay, but too little, too late. Koopa Claus going for a throw instead. Now we're at final game, final round though. Koopa Claus with less resources on the table, no burst available, and won't have burst for a while as Icecool has an opportunity to make something happen at the start of this round.
Right. Allow Koopa Claus to complete with that momentum. Going back into the neutral, popping ribcage, ending any and all interaction right now as Icecool has to find a way out. Oh, OD, but the bits are there to cover. Now he's sitting there watching as this combo goes on and on and on as your OD timer goes down.
Pressure again, not gonna work out. So much like last time, Koopa Claus still with full barrier as well for ribcage. If he so chooses to use a guard cancel, pushing Icecool away, but Icecool instantly air dashing back. Knows he has to push this aggression and make sure that he does not respect Koopa Claus at all when Koopa Claus is not on the offensive.
The pressure ring about. You can stabilize the steel counter. Get exactly what you need. A JA, DP, Grand Viper, got all the essentials. Now it's up to you to find that last hit.
OG activation. Oh, found a hit, but can't convert. Ribcage activation, and now Icecool has to hold all this. No more barrier left on the side of Icecool. No barrier left on the side of Koopa Claus. Trying to go up in the air, get those projectiles set up. Icecool chasing up into the air, getting the anti-air, and that is going to be the round going to Icecool as well as the set. A 2-1 that came down to the wire. Icecool moving up into winners finals, guaranteeing himself on that top 3 podium.
Good lord, and now it's just the start of our top 8 here. The closest 2-1 we've had of tonight, and we've had a lot of close ones. Oh my god. Yeah, man. That's how I'm feeling right now.
I need a breather after that one. Holy moly.
And for all you guys gambling in the chat, the popular vote has won one more time, 94-6. Oh my god. You guys are Susanoo believers.
Hold up, I'm gonna throw in my 1.1k of Boston Blue Bucks to stimulate the gambling addiction, right?
Oh my god.
We're helping support the community by stimulating gambling. There we go.
We love gambling here at Boston Blue.
But you don't have to gamble for money if you can do well in the tournament. So let's go ahead and get these players paid out. Mascherino, get in there. We got 29 codes remaining. Good job, y'all. We're claiming 11 codes, but we can do better than that. We got 100 people watching. 100 people. 128 actually, to be specific. We can definitely get all of these codes claimed if make like what, 2 clicks? I mean, that's really all you gotta do. Hit the Matcherino link and then hit the claim code. Maybe a 3rd click if you gotta sign in, but
that's what I'm saying.
Really all you gotta do.
I know y'all got the Twitter link to the Matcherino. You guys can write out your tweets. You guys can click the button. Get these players some money.
Yeah, you can't let Tampa Never Sleep show us up, remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Let me tell you. Doing the call for action of Matcherino on Tampa Never Sleeps is insane. You feel like you have so much power. You say it, and then 20 codes get cleared out immediately.
That's crazy. Can y'all be like that? Come on, Boston Blue Beat. Come on, we can like that.
And remember to like and subscribe.
I mean, it's facts. Go on the YouTube channel in case you missed the action. We do have all the VODs for Burst Limit going up damn near the day after. So it'd be really nice if you guys can support the YouTube channel over there. Hopefully get us on the algorithm since we're doing pretty well on Twitch. 124 viewers tonight. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Claim those codes, sub to the YouTube. I'm on my content still tonight, but that's beyond the point. Ryukasim versus Don, Hawkman versus Relius. Let's see what they go.
Instantly going for these 6 feet overheads. That's going to be Hawkman's. That's always going to be Hawkman's one of his main ways to open up players. But also, you don't really get a ton of reward off it either. Though it is always a good option to represent because you're not going to be getting a lot of damage as Hawkman until you start to build up those resources, which is the position that Ryukasim is going to be in very soon. Is now he's going to be having 5 Magatama after this combo ends.
Trying to do something similar that we saw in the badlime set. Trying to use parry to nullify the Loki. But the last Dawn is already awake, representing the options like, hey, you want a parry? Cool, I'll throw the hell out of you.
Absolutely. Finding another throw in the middle of that pressure. Once again, opening up Ryukasim one more time. And we won't be building up enough meter for the super, unfortunately, for Dawn. But unfortunately for Ryukasim, is that really going to matter all too much when your health is that low? Couldn't spend any of those resources and probably didn't even want to spend some of those because it was coming down like so close, and just that life pool for Dawn was just so much.
Ooh, immediate answer to the possible same side mix right there. JD to counter, no confirm though.
Smacking the doll, taking away a bit of that doll gauge when possible. But you got to make sure that you're properly canceling off of them as well, so you're not like a sitting duck. There's a lot of recovery tied to a lot of Hawkman's moves, so you don't want to be sitting there and taking the follow-up that Don maybe tried to go for. The 6 feet doubles 6 feet into the RC extension. It's tough. ODEA will be enough, nor won't. Don holding on by a thread, but gets 6 feet in the face yet again.
Ain't it crazy how did... Oh my god. Jin already has an 18 frame 6A, and he wears his body of armor, and he gets another damn fast overhead. This guy's cheating, man. No matter the timeline he's in. But it matters not right now. As Dawn, piling on the pressure. Husband and wife in tandem right now. However, life meter low, you know what that means. The throw, there it is!
CRM, this is huge.
Way back up. Little combo right here, 3K damn near flat, late IAD mix, shades of exit right now.
Wrong type of counter.
Ooh! Just stood there looking at the burst. Oh my god.
Instantly locking into this next round. Ryukasim went to keep that momentum going, and Dawn on the other side was kind of chilling at the moment. That was really like 2 pretty darn good rounds. Ryukasim, yeah, that's 2 pretty good, darn good rounds for honestly like both these players. I mean, they're both playing extremely well in terms of like the both players' options.
So far, have been knocking out of the park with their options. Almost always being able to guess right. Almost always getting the start momentum, start offense, start pressure, and wow, a guard crush jump right there. They even need a guard crush though. Like it just hit normally. I mean, the combo would be a little more skilled than usual. But if there's anything puppet players want, they don't want damage. What they want is that OP and that knockdown.
Oh, absolutely. With the 50 meter as well, we can just go for a simple knockdown into the duo spots if we want, but that's not what Don has been going for most of his time. But he will be using it in neutral here, and yeah, that's the reason why he doesn't use it very often, is because of that counter being a factor. You can't quite get damage off of it, but you do get yourself a lot of invincibility against it that allows you to escape it. And that's the one thing you don't want, right? You don't want an opponent to escape dual spots. That's the whole point of the super.
Alright, Don taking that first round into Ryukasim. We've seen him in situations like this before. Just somehow finding a way to place themselves wherever they can, wherever they will. Somehow, some way. There is a will, there's a way. Hard knockdown, parry to get the husband out of there while the wife goes out.
So the spot dodge is being pulled in, and like I said before, Hakumen has a lot of those moves that have a lot of ending lag tied to them. So it can be pretty tough to deal with Dawn going for a lot of these spot dodge reads, and even more so when he gets these punishes or takes back his turn. And the spot dodge to the counter, that was so smart because normally that isn't unblockable.
Yup. Using the full inverse of the lead away. And now, sitting there, letting the wife take the hit as the husband sits there for the 2C anti-air. But a big whip on the combo. I imagine that probably could have killed her right there. I don't know why you're giving Hakumen one more chance. Hakumen is in situation. But OD gone. That's a lot of the kill factor gone as well.
You gotta play as aggressive as possible right now. You cannot give Dawn space. And Ryukasim found a hit.
Trying to go for a purple throw.
Oh, we're getting a little too greedy. Not gonna end up working out. With that purple though, that could have potentially... No, that wouldn't have killed either way. It would have reset the damage, but at the same time, you didn't really have the resources to get any high damage combos with Hakumen. Hakumen doesn't get those high damage combos until he builds up a lot of resources. But well played to Ryukasim. A fantastic winners run to be able to make it into winners semis. But Dawn always proving to be a roadblock for really any player that plays against him. And Dawn going to be securing a spot into winners finals alongside Icecool, while Ryukasim will be sent down to losers to play against the winner between, I believe, our next set that should be pulling up to the stream, Fuzzama and Playguy.
A net play classic for modern CF. Fuzzama versus Playguy. Rogan versus Fuzzama. Canon matchup through and through. This one's gonna be a doozy.
And yeah, no, if you haven't had enough of Fuzzama, Fuzzama's still in the bracket, actually taking out a fellow Snake player in the form of Adroth to make it to the loser side of top 8. Adroth also being Valkyrie Koji. So yeah, no, taking out the other Susano player, I was actually surprised we haven't seen any Adroth either until now, just because Adroth lost to Oragard pretty early on in winners round 2. And that's kind of something you expected a little bit as well. Susano doesn't really fare too well into a character like New. But speaking of Oragard did qualify into loser side top 8 alongside Oni. So we have a pretty stacked top 8 here. Oni beating Badline to make it in, Oragard being Remains, and Playguy being to Bazo.
Crazy amount of top 8 qualifiers. But now with these final 8 players all playing for points, all playing to hopefully get on the leaderboard, all playing to hopefully get that free trip to Boston Blue each other's to.
Yeah, and right now it might be Icecool taking the lead after week number 3. Granted, he is in top 3, and I believe he's right now 4th place on the leaderboard. So that could definitely be a possibility. But like you said, there's a lot of players here trying to get as many points as possible. Dawn trying to make a name for himself on the leaderboard, as well as I believe he sat out of the first 2 weeks. And then we also have players like badlime who are trying to get points, though was eliminated before top 8. But this is top 8. We don't have to worry about any of the players that got eliminated. We're only here for the best for this week, and we're going to be seeing who is the best between these 2 players. Like you said, a net play classic. These 2 players always trade games, trade sets. It could go either way. Fuzzama and Playguy going to be showing their stuff once again. What is this round start going to be? Probably going to be a jump back from Fuzzama. Yeah, there we go.
Yup. And there it is. What a better way to start off classic set with some classic movement on the classic net play stage with a classic matchup. It's gonna be Fuzzama finding first blood though, finding Yoki, jump engine straight into the corner. What does Playguy respond with? No DP on wake up just yet, just trying to use IBB to build some space. Hope we find a way out. Hope we get a fuzzy jump. Like something like Fuzzama just awake and aware on top of everything thus far that Playguy wants to do.
Most important part about playing this matchup, if you're Ragnar, is denying Fuzzama the airspace, using your JAs and your big buns like JCs to preempt catching Fuzzama on the approach, and to keep him from doing something like this, where he just controls the entirety of the game. Playguy dropping that round, but he still got to win one more round to take game number 1. So Playguy still in it right now and going for an aggressive approach once again, though Fuzzama always playing very lame, not in a bad way, but lame in the sense that you're just backing up, tossing out these chains, poking randomly, and forcing Plaguy to play at your speed.
If there's anyone who really emphasizes that hit and run playstyle Fuzzama has with the chains, it's Fuzzama. Especially in matchups where other characters can't really capitalize on the same amount of speed Fuzzama has. So it's always just weaving in and out, finding that space to just kind of screw with you, knowing that you can't reach me, but eventually I'm going to come to you, and then you're going to have to deal with the pressure I have. That plus on block 5B. It's just so oppressive. Going straight into the 6-8 and nobody can block. Straight into attention. Poor old Ragnar, that 10k health character gonna be bleeding right now. That's talking about Pog's OD. Even when you're doing your pressure, that poison circle is taking so much life off of
Sure, the EA is going to be doing even more of this. He's going to be giving Fuzzama active float to give him a lot of meter if he can continue keeping this pressure up, which that is exactly what he will do. I mean, the control to keep Plaguy in the corner was fantastic, but the control from Plaguy to be able to escape the corner as Fuzzama made just the smallest gap for him is really well played here for Plaguy.
This is what the Ragnar match is all about. The moment you get that hit, it's not about just eking out damage, it's not about just doing the best mix-up, it's about control. You want to control the pace of the match the moment you can, but Fuzzama being like a snake, just slithering his way out of there, finding a way to get through Ragnar's offense, and now popping OD for a definite kill?
No, we're not. That EA probably wouldn't be enough, so instead, Fuzzama is just looking to reset the situation.
Unfortunate, but still looks like it works out in Fuzzama's favor as they take game 1 in such a swift manner, 2 rounds straight.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to be seeing a much closer set of a much closer game here, because this is Plaguey's last opportunity to make something work in this set. As Fuzzama looking pretty good, like posed to make it further into the loose side of the bracket and keep this run alive. We'll see how this ends up shaking out as we get into the second game between Plaguey and Fuzzama. Round start, jump back. There we go, jump back chain. Plaguey trying to go on the offensive, doing the jump forward barrier, and playing it safe as well in the process to make sure that we're not getting sniped by random chains to get Fuzzama these random knockdowns.
Alright, now here's where Rocky can really shine. Now that Hosmer has 0 chains to his name, has to make something happen, but those chains come back so quick. Alright, but we found a way to make Fuzzama block something. Even just getting contact, just starting offense is a giant W in this matchup. Mash on 3C, forcing the burst out of Ragnar. That's a big resource for Ragnar too, enabling a lot of comebacks with big lifesteal combos. Oh my god, this just looks so annoying right now! Once again, that hit and run gameplay is just working wonders for Fuzzama right now.
Oh, we're trying to pull up the JC, the fly swatter, but getting interrupted in the process. The Plaguey catching Fuzzama. Falling down here. Okay, yeah, just going to completely ignore the invincibility from the OD, continue to press button despite that, and going to be plenty rewarded for doing so. That's going to be 3k damage, meterless, and holding onto the resource of that 100 meter to try and get a mix up on Fuzzama in this moment to keep resetting pressure through that Gauntlet Hades, going for these multiple overheads. Fuzzama, great defense, but trying to escape, gets caught in the process. Plaguey with his 50 meters should be able to get this match closed out, but no, we're not going to be able to.
No meter to the name, has to stick to normal mid dispensing pressure. Try to do 6B out of block stun. I can't imagine what that was besides a misinput. But now he will be suffering greatly as there is no super to kill. Okay.
And Fuzzama also went for a very burst safe combo as well. You notice they're playing it very safe and also tossing Plaguey into the corner to limit his movement options, popping the OD. And now that's going to be rough because Plaguey popping the OD at the end of that round means that Fuzzama don't have to worry about burst being a factor for the majority of the start of this round at least. Side. Can't mix up another DP. This is a massive counter hit for Fuzzama, and I think that's going to be the end of this game. And this set, the damage keeps racking up. We don't even have to spend the super because everything else was enough. Fuzzama with the 2-game
win over Plagueguy, takes a 2-0 and moves further into the lose side of the bracket.
That was clinical. A total and utter clinical destruction coming out from Fuzzama right there. Wow. Just played the matchup to a T. Did not let Ragna even have the chance to get some momentum started.
Whew. That was honest. Yeah, like you said, clinical, surgical is another way I would describe it. Just knew how to play around Plagueguy's options, Plagueguy's play style, and really just dissected it all throughout. Really well, really good stuff, really good stuff. Fuzzama will have to play against Ryukasim later on, like I alluded to before. But before we get to that point, we're going to be watching one set before then. Give Fuzzama a little bit of a break, as we're going to be watching the return of Orgard versus Oni. Orgard, in that winner's set, was unfortunately not able to do much against Dawn. But now, we're going to see what Orgard has in the tank against Oni.
Yep, another Ragna coming up to the plate, hopefully to avenge Plagueguy's loss. However, another kind of not hard matchup for Ragna, but a very annoying one. Once again, Ragna just having to go through trials and tribulations of having to catch all these mobile characters like Fuzzama, like Anu. But this time, as opposed to Plagueguy's style, it's kind of like really focusing on the neutral, really focusing on movement. Danny more so kind of bum rushing his way in, but also having really good movement in and of himself. So we'll see the difference in gameplay.
On a scale of 1 to Zen, how would you describe Oni?
I'd say like 4 Zens. 4 Zens.
4 Zens? No way.
4 Zens.
I don't believe it.
Depending on the type of day and the type of
Zens?
Zens.
You cannot. I don't even think there's a player that even matches 1 Zen.
I've seen stupid and like crazy stuff, man. But that could have just been in casuals. Who knows how he is in bracket? Right now, it's looking a little humble on the gameplay.
Just being completely zoned out. This is the premier new experience that Orgard has been looking for. We try to go for a burst approach, but unfortunately in that situation, that gravity siege is keeping him held back a little bit too far away. Now Orgard will be getting a perfect off that first round and maybe try to get another perfect, possibly Luminous Slave, keeping Oni locked down. I like these jumps. Like I said, the drive moves have a lot of recovery ties to them. So if you can correctly read or possibly react to them, then you can make Orgard lose his turn, or even better yet, get a combo against him.
Right, so far looking good. New just splattering Ragna across the air right now, using all the drives to their ability, zoning him out, getting the combos, both 10k health characters, so pretty even in life. However, now to the corner, just mashing 5B, that's what we love to see. Glory be to the Jesus Kid, as Ragna finally gets confirmed and active for a win.
And now, if you're Orgard, this is an incredibly tough position. You do have burst and OD back, but the thing is about New is that she doesn't really have many great reversals on defense. She does have that super, but has a big blind spot like this one right here, but we don't have to worry about the blind spot at that perfect range. The OD increases the damage, gain 4.2k. New can do a lot of damage, a surprising amount of damage for a zoner. But it can also be quite difficult to get into those positions where it really starts to matter.
All right, hopefully just a big day to game. I hate to see the Ragna brethren go down back to back. We will see though.
Having like a piece of your heart being stabbed every single time.
Yeah.
The moment a Ragna player goes down.
All right, forcing a big burst out of New. Those Murakuma players, they're very, very burst happy, wanting to immediately just get back to the zoning. Don't want to take a lot of damage.
Scope is active. Oh, the low catching from behind. Trying to air dash forward, but hey, gravity doesn't work just on the ground. It works in the air as well.
Big 5A, but too much of a buffer in the 5D. Didn't get the exact counter hit confirmed. Pressure though. Counter assault sending Ragna back to full screen. Unfortunate. 50 meter on deck though, in case you want to card decisions, but it will be Orgard finding the combo, not allowing Danny the chance.
Norgard. I mean, this is exactly how you play new. And so far, I mean, just really looks like Oni is just unsure of how to play, approach Beauregard with all the zoning. And all of these really smartly placed Illumina Slaves as well. This as like a delayed special move that helps Beauregard get certain setups. That is one of New's key tools to deal with.
Confirm, try to catch Beauregard after the questions on blood side. Roger's momentum now slowly building, especially sitting on a life lead, which is very big in case you go back to that full screen. Ooh, big whip on the drive, no punish on Onikage though. Oh my god! Bardock Lariat, is that you from downtown just sending it?
That's good that actually worked that time around. But unfortunately, Oni was not able to finish his food. No, wrong super!
Oh no!
Wait, were we trying to react to a teleport?
No, that had to be a Carnage.
I feel like it had to be a Carnage Scissors. Either that or we're trying to go for a YOLO reaction attempt to the teleport. Either way, no. That is unfortunate for Oni. That lost him the game.
Yeah,
I hate to say it.
God. Maybe got a little bit too trigger happy with the emotion in the game rather than devoured by darkness. That's so unfortunate. Oh, I felt that one in my soul, man. Oh, I don't want to give out the points. I don't want to give out the points. Oh, congratulations to everyone who gambled on Beauregard, I guess. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts.
Oh well. One good thing is that we get to see more Beauregard. Yay, let's go.
That is true. I do like watching Beauregard. I will take solace in that, but damn.
Yeah, that's rough, especially after like Oni's incredible run so far. Oni was able to beat Fire 2-1. Oni beat Badlime 2-0 and made it into lose round 5. But while you were able to beat one zoner, the second zoner proved to be a little bit too difficult. And Beauregard will be moving on to play against Koopa Claus. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting one. Izanami versus. I don't think I've ever seen that matchup.
I mean, Izanami's a rare character, and New's a rare character, so that makes sense.
Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting matchup to see. But seems like we're going to the other side of our loser's top 8. I'm not sure the next match. Ryukasim versus Fuzzama, or is it?
We should be. Ryukasim and Fuzzama give Beauregard a little bit of a break, and we'll get started with this one pretty soon. We're gonna be trying to qualify into losers semifinals with this match, and the winner of these two will be playing against each other. And I believe after we finish these losers quarterfinals, we're going to straight into winners finals. So we're already done with all the round 1 top 8 matches, and now we're just starting to get into the cleanup process. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets remaining. So stick it with us, and we're going to do some more great BlazBlue sets pretty soon.
Not a lot of sets remaining, but enough time for y'all to claim the match arena codes. I don't know how many we got left because I've been too busy setting up the gambling pool for y'all. But in case you don't mess with gambling, in case you just want cold hard cash for these players, claim those codes. I know y'all can do it. Come on now, y'all. Come on.
Listen, what are the codes here? That's a heckle, y'all. $7, 22 codes remaining. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad. 22 codes remaining, but y'all. 120 people in the chat.
We can do better.
We can do better than that.
I'm talking to you, lurkers. That's right. I'm talking to you. People who have the stream in the background. Click on those damn codes. I know you're there. I know you're enjoying the show. I know you're not in the chat, but I know you're here. Click on the damn code. I want to see a show.
We can call some people out. We can check to see who claimed those codes. Did Tomato claim a code?
Did Tomato claim a code? Did Tomato drop 10K into the bucket? Who knows? But moving on to our set, we have Tao Kakaji coming out. All right.
Oh, hell yeah. This is my jam.
We're going to see some.
Taokaka versus Fuzzama. Fuzzama into Hakumen is not pretty for Hakumen, so I can understand the Taokaka switch for Ryukasim. And Taokaka has a lot of freedom of movement here. You can already see that coming full force. Stuffing Fuzzama, trying to go for these aerial approaches and mixing up Fuzzama pretty effectively as well once we get that turn taken.
Yeah, they're gonna find the punish, doing the boxes on the combo, side swap, and everything. What? Why did he can just crawl through that? Was that a reset attempt? What? That's crazy. But yeah, and as you mentioned, Takaka with the freedom of movement can really attack Fuzzama's playstyle of hit and run. Finally, someone who can meet Fuzzama in the air and go toe-to-toe in that department.
Yeah. Oh, go Tenjin. Oh, we're gonna be building up the super. That's enough. Oh no, as I Fuzzama not able to get a kill, and the burst for Ryukasim leading in this round, wanting to take it. We have 100-meter left. And we have a pixel of life remaining, though the anti-air from Fuzzama looking clean and knocking Ryukasim down to the ground.
Okay, an electrifying match thus far, but it's looking like Fuzzama keeping things in line with the script. On paper, you see Fuzzama versatility, like, okay, yeah, Fuzzama wins. You don't know how, but Fuzzama wins. But if anything Ryukasim is doing, especially tonight, it has been beating the odds. So let's see if we can do it one more time. JB goes for another reset attempt with the hop. Ooh, big counter hit. That's how most people always count out. Takaka actually can do a fair bit of damage off the right starters. You just don't see it often.
Okay. Great combo. Okay, Fuzzama backing up, trying to control the pace of the match once again. But here's the thing. Once you create this much space between you and Ryukasim, well, I guess between you and Takaka, right? Then she can just start to just do a lot of nonsense. Especially in OD as well. Her OD is completely nonsensical. Finding a hit.
Had the counter assault bait and everything. Didn't commit to the combo, but I guess it matters not. We find a kill anyways.
Okay, Ryukasim taking a round in response against all odds, right? Against all odds. That has been the story of Ryukasim so far in this bracket. And Ryukasim wants to stay alive, take out Fuzzama here and keep this loser's run alive. How that ends up shaking out. Takaka is also not known for having a lot of health. This is 4K damage, and you can already see how much damage that did to Takaka.
Ooh, cool side swap right there. A shame it does literally nothing for damage. 1.9k for your troubles. Try to crawl through the option, but Hosma with the ice cream scoop converts straight into attention.
As always, coming from Fuzzama, juicing the damage off of that hit. Ryukasim getting access to 200-meter now. Going though, unfortunately not able to fully finish that combo or actually properly convert off of it. Ryukasim though continuing to just find hit after hit against Fuzzama. Really just feels like a death. Cuts! Ooh, nail hit, avoiding the attention.
Cleared the Hotenjin, but couldn't find a punish. We're so back to the neutral where Fuzzama just reigns supreme, especially with OD. No restrictions on those chains means we have frame movement reign, and we are just going to use it to the best of our ability. That was game one? What?
That was game one.
Oh my god. That felt like final game, final round right there.
It did come down pretty close. I mean, it's a situation where it's like impossible for Fuzzama to hit Takaka. Okay, as I say that, but it's so hard to hit Takaka, but also Takaka's doing no damage.
Yeah. Some attempts at a crawl here. Just, you know, not really knowing what option Hosma wants to represent, but the fact that they have to think about crawl as something really kind of limits what Fuzzama can do, creating more opportunities for counterplay.
Absolutely. And Fuzzama trying to counter Takaka's pressure with the OD, but Ryukasim still able to find the openings against Fuzzama. Just so smart. I mean, backing up the moment that Fuzzama represents these options just to create space, and then the fact that Takaka close that distance really once again. Takaka representing the claw, the crawl here, and Fuzzama will be catching Ryukasim scooping up from the ground. But in the same vein, Ryukasim is trying to scoop up Fuzzama, though Fuzzama finding a great hit. That's going to be a solid conversion into a KO.
Beautiful, just one more round needed for Fuzzama right now. So far, it doesn't really look like Talcocker's ability to match Fuzzama in the air has really mattered much, as Fuzzama just has full control over the skies. Oh my god, what an anti-air!
Setting up the wall, and Ryukasim ran straight into that brick wall, breaking some teeth along the way. Fuzzama is continuing to maintain this offense. Already 50% of that life of Ryukasim is gone. Now Ryukasim trying to do the same to Fuzzama, though is going to take a little bit more work than just a single combo.
And now Odie on the table for Fuzzama, which means the next touch is potentially fatal. 2B, 3C,
Fatal hit that Fuzzama was looking for. That will be it. Fuzzama taking it over Ryukasim. Unfortunately for Ryukasim, against all odds, succumbed to it, and that is going to be the set going to Fuzzama, moving on into losers semifinals.
Yeah, well played to Fuzzama right there, but also well played for Ryukasim. Amazing run tonight. Put on a lot of showstoppers, I must say.
Yeah, an incredible run tonight. Ryukasim was on something. Ryukasim was on demon time tonight.
Damn straight.
But unfortunately, I know, dropping from winner's side, top 8, all the way down to losers, and then losing your first loser side, top 8 match. Never the best feeling, though. 5th place is still pretty darn good.
Yeah,
that 5th place will be getting you a pretty decent amount of points to work with to add to the leaderboard.
Okay, but now moving on to our next match, we gotta keep the show rolling tonight, folks. Koopa Claus versus, I gotta check it back out one more time. Ah, yes, Koopa Claus versus Oragard. All right, wait. Hey, chat. Who like this guy in here? Is this one of y'all? That's not Oragard.
Is that Toledo?
Toledo hidden boss?
I just saw the bang avatar. I was like, Toledo?
Chat, get out of my damn room. Oh, it's Bloom?
Somebody kicked that guy. Yeah, Icecool. He's
Somebody get that guy now.
Just like a random guy watching the stream. Oh, dude. Production.
Get him out of here.
We gotta get a scapegoat, right? We gotta blame on production now.
True. Production, do your damn job. But yeah, shout out to Bloom. They've been a homie. I know them in the scene for a while.
Sorry, Bloom. Not today.
Can't get you games today, alas. Chile jump scare.
Yo, we're going to take a look at production's profile here.
Hey? Production getting DDoSed on stream?
I don't even know if it's showing up on stream. I'm not going.
I don't even know, yeah, dude.
Oh, hold up. Chris getting exposed for his time on BlazBlue.
Insane.
Yo, chat. He only has 120 hours on BlazBlue. Get this guy.
Only 120 mods. Oh wait, I'm mods.
Mods, ban this guy.
Auto pass. Alright, now we can get the show rolling. There we go. I think we should be all set now. No more Chilean jump scares. No more people from the chat coming in. We're gonna get along with this top 8. Koopa Claus versus Oragard. New versus Anami. There's both players already.
Hold on. They might actually be waiting for me to join.
Oh yeah.
I was just watching the stream, but we can go ahead and join. All right, I'm in, folks.
What's a BBB without a little bit of scuff, huh?
Hell yeah. we love this PC port and all the problems that come with it. It's like it's the dysfunctional game that we all love.
Damn straight.
Howdy, partner. I'm in. Mr. Santa with the cowboy hat.
God, that avatar has aura, I must say.
Aura.
Or God,
Aura guard
God
is
damn
up on the stage.
I just realized. I just realized. God damn it. God damn it. All right, whatever. We are moving on, ladies and gentlemen, which means it's time to start your bets. Koopa Claus versus Orgar one more time. New versus Izanami. I know probably where the over/under is gonna swing, but don't count. Don't.
All right, where's the over/under gonna swing?
I'm thinking like a 90-10 split for Koopa Claus.
90-10. All right. We'll see how that turns out. Y'all, chat. You know what you know what he's predicting. Now throw it off on purpose.
Listen, I've seen the BBB scriptwriters room. I'm not gonna leak anything. I'm a fair and unbiased commentator. I'm just here.
Immediately, Koopa Claus getting zoned out to buy Aura guard. Normally, this is what Izanami's job, tossing out those bids, keeping you at bay so we can get that raid cage set up. And we try to do exactly that, set up those bids, but the absolute flood of drive normals is keeping Koopa Claus from doing anything.
Ooh,
that was clean, avoiding the slide like that, but the rib cage active, and that's just so tough. What are you supposed to do as new to deal with the rib cage?
It's very tough because you could get in close and like, use your multi-hits to really grind through the barrier gauge, but then you realize you're getting close to his army.
Yeah, and you're new. You don't want to be close.
Koopa Claus getting confirmed to corner. The wheel Loki. Guard crush set up one more time. Not to no avail.
Aura guard. Okay, not enough to get the kill. Setting the bits out.
Ooh, and I really like the use of Legacy Edge right there, forcing Koopa Claus into a position where, hey, you got a barrier gauge there. I may not win the battle, but I'm winning the war of attrition. Because next time you pop ribcage, you're gonna have a lot less to work with.
Absolutely, that's incredibly important that you point that out. And the ribcage gonna be set up from full screen. You were seeing that coming full force, right? The ribcage immediately just not providing any value for Koopa Claus in that moment.
But coming down from the top heavens with the low.
It's timeout. It's a timeout.
Oh, I wasn't watching the time. That's Koopa Claus really taking it by timeout in that first round. I just think a lot of it. We'll see though.
That's true. I mean, just the interplay between the rib cage and move normals makes it so that timeouts certainly are going to be rather common, at least, or more common than in other matchups.
That round went because I was like in the back of my head, like, oh, how did he get back burst? He had no active flow. The round just went on for so long that Aura got 2 bursts in the same round.
Yeah, and unfortunately, may not even get another burst for this round because Koopa Claus is cleaning up Orgar's life bar. Have some extra resources, ribcage active into the command grab, steal that soul.
Oh, good lord! The time stop and OD will really just send it home. You are.
Oh man, Koopa Claus. Powerful 2 rounds there against Orgard. And yeah, I mean, oh man, just playing defense against Izanami is so tough as new. We don't have any real reversals to work with. We do have that super when we have meter, but it does have that big blind spot, and that's also a space Izanami likes to play at, like right up in your face. So it can be difficult trying to get Izanami off of you. And it's going to have to really come down to Orgard being able to go for really great blocks in order to just withstand this pressure, and also just find those moments to OD like that to get through Koopa Claus's pressure.
Versus going back at an increased rate, but Wheel Loki can get in the way of his own zoning. Now straight to but a lot of damage actually off this confirm, more than usual for a mid-screen conversion from Izanami. 3.5k with a roll catch. That Wheel Loki is just so strong.
It also prevents you from jumping, you're trying to get out of the corner and you're just stuck there.
Crescent Edge, no veil. And these two are just going zoning for zoning right now. A big snipe from Orgard, but it's not enough to convert. So unfortunate.
Koopa though going to be converting off of that stray hit into the super. Koopa on set point. Even though Orgard is taking a lot of that health away from Koopa, it never really feels like Orgard ever has any real advantage over Koopa just because Koopa is the one dictating how these situations work out, is the one writing the script, and it's just so difficult to work with when you're playing with new. But so far, Orgard is looking really good in this last round, certainly giving Koopa a fight. But it's all of a matter of when is that barrier going to come out. And you can see that Koopa is not really using barrier too much. You don't really have to because these are drive normals, not special moves that you're being bullied with at full screen.
Yeah, those drive normals sadly do not chip for new, so the threat of barrier, you can't really enforce it anymore until you get that legacy per meter. There's a counter assault. Just like that, it's an Nami's game. Using the plus frames, counter assault right back. Back to his own game plan. Luminous Slave, cross through, it's blocked. Koopa Claw getting in there, sliding into the DMs. And now it's looking like a reverse momentum. Setting up the good kids, setting up the Oki. But there is no wheel Oki this time. New finds her way out with an IED. What? Oh my god, things are falling apart.
He's down the slide coming in, the instant burst from Orgard. Does not want to deal with that damage. Luminous Slave, but we're avoiding all of it. Koopa narrowly weaving through all of these moves that Orgard is representing, but finally getting caught and has to respect all of this pressure. Koopa trying to rush in, finds some small hits from Orgard, but Orgard unable to finish.
Oh!
Yeah, attempt in the back dash, or a jump back from Orgard was so smart to take that out and get that punch.
Oh my god, completely clearing the super and entirely not even getting Koopa a chance to RC. Ooh, Shades of Magneto, fly, unfly? Who the hell do you think you are? Our Orgard swing out 46 versus Koopa's screen. Any reverse momentum left to do it right now. Whoever gets access first is going to have access to that burst, is going to have access to that OD like right now, just like the Ignommy show.
For sure, and it's definitely going to keep that trend going as Koopa sets up Ribcage in Orgard's face, trying to find that one last opening, but Orgard is the one that finds the opening instead against Koopa, still alive into the bracket, still alive in this set, and spending that for his final lifeline. He has to make this count if he wants to stay in this in the running against Koopa. Orgard was able to find a round, but can we take another? Can we take this game? Koopa has full meter, Orgard has full meter, Koopa still has that burst and OD in the tank after this situation, setting up Luminous Slave, trying to get a mix-up setup, and finds it! Koopa, and that is completely burst safe.
The no setup, Koopa refusing to press barrier, but the super catches the I-80 back this time. How unfortunate for Orgard, and that's the ticket out of this bracket.
And you know that's exactly what Orgard was looking for. He knew Koopa is going for that EA, and it was just too late. Just waited a little bit too long for that jump back, that air dash back, and didn't work out. But a very close final round for Orgard. Well played, making it this far in the bracket as always. But the one coming out on top is Koopa, sent down to the losers in winner's side, but continuing to keep this streak going. We'll be playing against Fuzzama in losers semis. But before we get to that point, I believe we're going to go back up to that winner side of the bracket to play with Icecool and Dawn.
All big hitters, all the big boys are left in bracket, playing for these points, playing to hopefully get into that final top 8. And now we are left with our top 4, Dawn and Icecool, Fuzzama and Koopa. Who will be our winner tonight? I can't say. They're all pretty evenly matched with the performance they put on tonight.
Pretty definite top 4 right now, but one thing that is never going to be definite is exactly how these things will play out. I've seen Dawn taking it against Icecool. I've seen Icecool taking it against Dawn. I've seen Fuzzama beat Koopa. I've seen Koopa beat Fuzzama. I mean, it's just like these things are just so swingy, and that just really makes things exciting at the end of the day because you don't know what to predict, and
you got the chat over here losing all their money in the process. I mean, what can you ask for?
What more could you ask for? But now we're finally in first of three land. A classic Dawn versus Icecool. You go back any time in the rollback era, you find these two probably in your top 3 of the bracket.
The wheel of fate
Yeah,
is turning.
absolutely. Both of these players are players that you could argue are top 1 in the bracket tonight. And Icecool is wanting to be known as the king, as he already starts off with a huge combo. 5K already for round start, really?
I guess so.
Chill, buddy. But you had to spend OD in the process to actually get that amount of damage. But by spending OD, what was really smart about that play was that you were immediately able to get access to all of those special moves used in that combo. And also, get a lot of opportunities to unlock a lot of those skills as well. We have Ground Viper, we have Spin, we have the Sword. These are all very important for counter poking against Dawn, and also increasing the amount of damage he gets off these interactions. He now has the TP unlocked. God Press not active, but won't have to be unlocked at all because the other stocks are plenty. Icecool looked so strong in that round.
Rebel 2.
All right, big reversal momentum in that first round to allow Icecool to take it. 6B starting things off. Yeah, that's an easy EA for Dawn to land right there.
6B. Icecool really had no respect for that OD there. Ooh, okay. Ground Viper. Got the TP unlocked. We're just going to go for some simple 5A stagger pressure, some jump cancels snuck in there as well. But good blocks from Dawn being able to block all those overheads. So in the end, what Icecool was really looking for was unlocking those seals. And now has the orb, though I don't think the orb is really going to be that important in the Relics matchup.
No, I don't think so. Now coming down. 2-4B, set up the white Oki. No, we're just going to go in tandem pressure. 5B, 6D, the classic. Send him straight to the corner. Caught the mash, forced to burst. Ooh, punch to the face. The metal claws with hands. Oh my god, the 5A counter poke from mid-screen.
Yeah, that was an insane counter poke, and we also find the Edge Head connection. Icecool has all these resources and the world to spend here. Good shot. Good blocks from Icecool, playing it patient. That's the one strong suit of Icecool, is that he's not a super aggressive Susanoo. He's a very patient Susanoo, and that's one of the scariest things to play against. Dawn not able to find the kill.
Another great 5A counter poke, recognizing that the wife was gone. Absolutely nothing left in her. And now, just using that little window of time to challenge, find a hit, and take game 1.
The wheel of fate is
Now
turning.
we're in round number 2. Icecool with the early lead, and Dawn falling to the wayside. Oh wow, we try to go for the 2C, but I think the doll blocked the hit for Dawn.
Yep. Wife taking a hit for hubby. You love to see it. True love between these two, truly.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Good block. I commented this correct before the thing even hit. That's crazy. I was about to say good blocks on Dawn's part, but then immediately got cracked open by 606.
Hey man, you should be Dano 60. It says a lot about you if you can't consistently block. Just saying.
3C for a hard knockdown. Duo bios time, everyone's favorite, but it is a little late, allowing Icecool to get the high jump out of there, and now just looking to snipe the doll. No, actually, looking to snipe the husband instead.
Yeah, the husband is the one that matters. The doll's life gauge matters not if you just take out Dawn in this moment. Dawn's way.
Okay, current bat in top. Oh my god! Slightly delayed the air throw for the TRM. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but either way, it was sick.
Rebel 2.
Dude, Icecool playing out of his mind, trying to take game number 2 right here, right now. That Dawn has something to say about it. Maybe low on that burst, but not scared to press.
Okay. Really wearing down the life gauge. Now I'm giving Dawn the opportunity to do something. Alright, there it is. 3C knockdown, but now it's solo Relius.
is scrambling. Dawn's finding some small hits, but not really converting them into any real combos. And this is going to be carrying Dawn straight to the corner. Okay, RC into the throw. Icecool getting a little cheeky there with that mix-up. But Dawn is ready for it, able to get out. And that's going to be his get out of jail free card to take a round of his own.
Nice little confirm with the little mix-up and pressure there. Not just going from mids, but occasionally sneaking in the low. Around the piece in this game too. Jump cancel. There is no mix-up. Instead, you have to take the throw. Simple jab pressure. Life is low. Get the D summon. Bring her back just in time. Icecool looking to get the instant barrier, build some space, jump away. Still no Celes to his name, and he just needs one combo to really get things started. And there it is, an anti-air 2C. What seal do we get? We're gonna be getting a DP.
Great barriers from Dawn. Correctly burying the multi-hit moves. That's going to be the most effective moves to pressure block away. So moves like 2C, for example, Dawn just specifically barriered those. Duos Bios. Icecool will have to hold this.
Ooh, and a last minute side swap, gonna allow Dawn to get that cheeky little combo right there, center of the corner. Oh my god, swipe his toe, take out his J's. Oh my god. Counter hit. No dual bios confirmed. Guard crush, and that should be it for good.
Alright, Dawn responding accordingly, evening things up when it comes to the set count. It's going to now be sitting at a 1-1 between these two players, but you're going to have to break parity somehow. You're going to be breaking parity in game number 3.
Winning a game 3 in this situation, especially in the first 3 sets, always so coveted. Having that 2-1 security, making the opponent have to play more games than they really need to, is what you want right now.
OD finding the confirm.
Yoki, not gonna set up the unblock, we're just gonna set up straight mix instead.
Dawn taking the last game and now showing us how it's done. That health bar is bright blue like the sea, and oh, the super in response to the OD activation from Icecool, and now Icecool is stuck with no resources except 100 meter, that gold bar that he has available to him, but unfortunately will not be able to do much as Dawn takes that round.
Going to the J, but hit a little bit in an awkward position. Not gonna allow for a confirm. Matters not though. Dawn gonna pick up either way. True character mastery on display right now. Just gonna send out the 5D60, 5D60. Alright, only a little bit of wipe meter left. How do you use it? Do you de-summon or do you try one more mix-up attempt? It doesn't matter though. Icecool gonna catch you under re-jump pressure.
Alright, finding a lock with the ground viper and the spin. Staircase combos.
Nice. I always love that side swap as well. It's so swaggy. Right, full frame tight confirm. Not confirmed. String in a dual bounce, allowing for mix. And OD. Did this kill system out here? No, especially not if you drop it.
Ooh, that's tough.
Dash confirm. Wife meter low. Has to de-summon. Giving Susanoo a chance to play.
Chance, and if he's given a chance to play, you know he's going to take it. 4.2k overhead hits. Can't confirm.
Oh boy. Good blocks from Icecool. Barrier gauge getting drained to hell though. Just has to make something happen here, but just can't. The wife doing her job well, protecting the hubby.
And with that, Dawn is going to be taking the first real lead, or a huge lead, against Icecool. Now sitting at a
The
2-1.
wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
All right, what's our route start option here? So far, oh my god! Ooh, what in the smash neutral air was that? I forgot I had a back box. Either way, it allows Icecool to get so concerned into a knockdown. While with his heals, Jazz Hands, DP are the name of the game thus far. Trying to get a little snipe on the doll.
Ooh.
Dash, but gets caught by the doll in the process.
And Jazz Hands having such quick frame data. If you're not quick with your meaties, Susanoo, if they're ready to mash, can just kind of jump scare you or wake up real quick. Life lead, now seeing on so many seals. Sends it with the hedgehog. Can we get another side swap out? No. Can we see hard knockdown, dual bios time? No, we're not. With the corner on their side, the mix-up isn't as clear. Oh! Ooh. Frame tight setup.
Insane blocks from Icecool, able to block that entire sequence and that overhead as well.
Woo! 6 ARC just running after him like a goddamn linebacker. The Super Bowl was yesterday, man.
Coming out to the wire, the burst from Icecool.
Woo!
Darn! The jumping from Icecool nets him around.
Oh my god, did you catch that air-to-air in-logger he attempted? Tried to cannon fire this man from mid-screen. 5 minutes to contest Susanoo. It will be always going to be the first in this round. Probably caught a funny jump from Icecool. That's been said. Okie dokie dual bios? No, not just yet.
Holding on to it.
Directly after the ID to call out the gap and pressure. Guard crush setup. And because it is a guard crush, the combo's gonna be a little scaled, but guard crush adds so much active flow that this next hit, definitely death. 2C anti-air, calling out the IAD mix. God, you can't let Susanoo get a chance to play. Once again, the snowball. It's rolling down the mountain. It's rolling. It's catching on the snowballs. It's turning into the avalanche. Especially if you go to the other side of the stage. Susanoo sitting on active flow. Susanoo sitting on 100 meters. Susanoo sitting on everything you could ever want right now. With a run under 5B, pop OD, Grand Viper. This should be the kill. Washington is just soar into the air.
We're giving him all of that damage.
God.
Jeez, he still had a meter to spare.
What a way to clot back from the jaws of death.
Hey, things are getting very close.
Where else would we be? Where else would we be without a game 5 between these two? Come on, man.
Rebel 1. Action.
That's true.
Much time we need right now. Both players vying for anything to happen. It will be Susanoo making first contact. Unlocking a seal. Grand Viper already pretty useful.
Absolutely. OD being popped by Icecool, but Dawn playing that one very simple. Just going for a lot of those 2As if you guys are guessing. Knocked down with the doll ender. 2As, fighting 2B, 2C.
Alright, meter on both sides. Susanoo will be using it for counter assault, as all the while, Brothers makes the way back in with JA.
Oh, the pickup from Dawn coming in.
Nice quick ride to call out the setup. Not every doll setup is frame tight. There are options. That's the magic of BlazBlue's tech system. You almost always have an option, and you almost always have an option to jump God press. Oh my god.
This is a simple 4K right there. God press, always a fantastic starter. If you can manage to make it land, it's always going to be more of a niche use case than it is a mainstream one, just because of the fact that it's tough to get off. It's very easy to react to.
Icecool is mashing the hell out of that DP by any means necessary. We will get this hit, especially if an anti-air is high enough to get a confirm off it. Well, not looking at this, they have to use pressure for the route. But that's a lot of seals unlocked. And a TRM. Don, you better not burst this. Icecool, you better not drop this. Oh no! Violence for your crime is dropping a combo. Another one for the people in the back. Caught the roll this time. Icecool bleeding out right now. We don't confirm. Scramble situation. Celes comes out on top of it. Woo! Oh! Against each other. What? What would it be without a Game 5 final round? I mean.
We always expected both these players to go to this. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Winners finals. Final game, final round, and right now Dawn is the one making it count over Icecool. Taking turns with the doll, fighting the throw. OD activation, try to get more damage out of it. There'll be a lot more. The amount of hits he has found are starting to rack up over time.
One more time, forcing the burst that assumes no big resource loss, especially when you run up 6A and you're in counter hit recovery state. And you're just scrambling for anything, something to happen as Dawn is in full control. Ooh, but the Icecool defense. He's staying Icecool in there. Even jumps to gear course. Lord.
Icecool on the back foot, severely on the back foot, and no longer on the back foot. That is going to be a set for Dawn as he secures what may not come as a surprise to many, but secures his spot into winner side grand finals.
Well played, very, very well played. I love me a tight set like that, man. I mean, I gotta shout out Icecool's defense though. Not only blocking damn near all the mix that represented, but IB being it too. So that shows used to the timing is even if you can, build the space, kind of find a way to mess with the frame advantage. IB gets you so much meter, and we saw that to great effect with the amount of counter assaults Icecool was able to do in that set.
But that was a great winners final set there, and we're going to be returning to winner side pretty soon, later in grands. But now we are at the point where we have 3 more sets left to watch. One of them going to be between Fuzzama and Koopa Claus. This is going to be determining who plays against Icecool in losers finals. So we're either going to be seeing a snake matchup with Fuzzama versus Susanoo, or we're going to be seeing the Valkyrie Kochi pop out back again with the Koopa Claus. And actually, that will be a run back as well. So Koopa Claus looking for the run back against Icecool, because remember last time it did come down extremely close. It was a 2-1, but even then it doesn't really feel like it told the entire story.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's gonna be interesting. The way these two have been playing tonight, I feel like it's been getting more and more momentum as the further they go in the bracket. So this rematch is gonna be insane.
Absolutely. And also this is another actually hold on. This is a rematch for Fuzzama, because Koopa Claus eliminated Fuzzama on winner's side 2-1.
Oh yeah, huh? Damn. All right, so we got a little bit of data going into this one.
All these players are certainly familiar with each other, but is that familiarity enough to get you the wins that you need? Koopa Claus going on the aggressive with the jump forward into the barrier. Fuzzama playing this one slow, backing up, setting out those chains, but at some point you're going to have to make it in, because those bits are constantly going to be applying so much pressure towards you.
Alright, there goes Fuzzama once again, showing out complete character mastery with the routing off damn near every hit he finds with Fuzzama. Oh my god, but the Murakumo backdash does not matter. It don't matter how great you are, it doesn't matter the character. The Murakumo backdash, so much inbuilt and so much space being built. Even completely clearing Hajima's dash to be honest.
More rib cage available for Koopa Claus. so not have that as a safety net for a little bit, but that barrier gauge is starting to recover back rather soon. Ascension off bits.
Draw up on the fireball confirm, allowing Fuzzama another chance at life. Oh! Dropped the combo. I think that actually would have been the kill with the 100-meter super. Alright, using simple pressure just to bait out the OD from Koopa Claus. Even if you lose this round, you're winning the war. But it don't matter, you can just win the round anyways.
That you can. That was another very close match.
Nice delay on the wake up, calling out Fuzzama's little auto time setup right there. For the 2 committal on the stance options. Koopa Claus find his combo. Cleared the bits. We are out of there.
There we are. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh my god, we are just going as aggressive as possible. Completely running Koopa Claus down to the corner.
There's the fireball. No drop this time. Popping ribcage. No interaction allowed. Actually, maybe a little. Maybe just a little. As Cosma gets a cheeky little hit in there to further drive down the gauge.
Oh, the slide trying to go under the chain. Not going to work out properly like Koopa Claus may have envisioned it. There it is back now. Back up because Fuzzama has enough meter for the super. And that will be plenty. Fuzzama taking the game.
You saw how many chains my man did? He kept that combo burst safe till high hell. Did not even give Koopa Claus a chance to even get it in there.
Yeah, no, I mean, Fuzzama can always structure his pressure to fit whatever he's looking for, whether it's burst bait, whether it's damage, or whether it's positioning. In that case, that was just the burst bait combo. Now, there are also points where you can actually throw off Fuzzama's timing by bursting through them, even if it doesn't connect with Fuzzama. One of them notably being his super, not the Tenjin, the tracking super from full screen. That you can actually burst through, and he kind of just drops the combo there. But you also have to have pretty tight timing when it comes to that as well.
Trying to find a sniper change so far. Koopa Claus is kind of sitting at 3-4 screen and doing float unfloat. That is not dope. Fuzzama change up the game plan, going like, alright, if I can't snipe you with a chain, I'm gonna just come to you myself.
And once again, always proving to not quite work out the way that Koopa Claus is intending. Okay. Down the slide coming in. The opening up him with those JAs. Ribcage activation. Now Koopa Claus will have to respect it. And Fuzzama, unfortunately, will have that time of run down for him.
Or wheel and ribcage are gonna allow Koopa Claus to just really set the stage right now, showing off just pure dominant. 100 meter, this is a kill. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Is it? Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no, you're right. I don't know why I thought for a second it wasn't gonna kill, but I was like, wait a minute, no. That doesn't make sense.
Woo! These two are just flying around at the speed of sound. Contact and set up the block string. The bits, man. You think the block string over, but then the bits come in, catching your jump frames and dropping your combos, I guess. Giving Fuzzama one more chance. Worth momentum, reverse the swing of things. Oh! Big
Red, the instant person Koopa Claus coming out. Bits keeping Fuzzama honest in the air like that.
Alright, get your stage on. Ah! You're dead! You're like giga dead! You're like Mungo, like
No, not
no.
it's coming close. Okay, no, still not enough though. That is a huge swath of damage on Koopa Claus. Now Koopa Claus has to play this perfectly in order to stay alive in the bracket. Does not have any more barrier left as you let that ribcage run all the way through this course, but the idea is that Ryukasim will be getting that barrier back rather soon, so he can further continue to prevent that chip that may be coming into play. Ryukasim getting bursted out by Fuzzama, has that in the tank, but unfortunately not gonna work. We're going into this final round, or potentially final round of this game right now. This is set because the wheel keeps Fuzzama locked down, but unfortunately was not able to take that opportunity to open something up.
No, not just yet, but it will be full screen enough when you catch a roll with 2B. Fuzzama bleeding out right now. Ryukasim not giving any chance to breathe.
No, not at all. I can feel the air just knocked out of me every single time I see one of these hits connect.
Oh! But a big snipe on the chain. Jacko immediately. 4 seconds of OD, so not a lot to work with, but enough to at least make it claim, make it stay. Oh! Why did that JB hit? Why did that? What? What? What's going on? Okay. 6-8 confirmed. Off the throw. This kills! He kills! He cleared it! He cleared it! This character does too much damn damage! What the hell? Off a scramble situation as well. But Zama just... He cleared it? Oh my god! Holy... I can't believe it. And yeah, it's still first to 2 because it was loser semis. Our last first to 2 tonight. Fuzzama will claim.
Fuzzama keeping this consistency on point. And now we're back into first to 3 territory. Like you said, losers finals, folks. We're here. Fuzzama versus Icecool. There's going to be a snake matchup. No runbacks, unfortunately. I'm sure many of y'all enjoyed it, but we're not going to have any more of those tonight.
Which does this mean up? So we have a snake matchup for losers finals. The winner of this gets the honor to fight Dawn and Grands. Which where are players at? Alright, there's Fuzzama. Alright.
Fuzzama's here. Icecool's here. Alright, looks like we're ready to go.
There we go. That's more like it. Let's keep it moving, folks. I want to see some bloodshed. Y'all gotta play for these goddamn points.
Please select your character.
Absolutely. And yeah, the difference between those points are staggering. I believe it's 100 points for getting first place in one of these tournaments, and then it's like 70 and then 50. So the difference between something like top to third place to first place is certainly a big deal. It's just off like 70 points right there. So you definitely want to get as far as possible if you can, but also you know, people still do get points even if they don't do the best, because I believe it is up to 24 players that can all get some points. So just the consistency of showing up all the time can certainly help you in that regard.
Showing up, doing well, putting on the show, BBB rewards you with some points, and hopefully your efforts will be coming back in tow if you make it to that top 8. But for now, we can't be focusing on the future. That's 7 weeks from now. We are focused on the present. Icecool versus Fuzzama. We both got to see who is going to fight Dawn in that grand finals for tonight. Ooh, amazing pressure from Fuzzama right now. Keeping it simple. Nothing too crazy with stances. Just using the plus frames and sort of staggers.
Yeah, we're not going to go for any weird toss combos right there with the chains. Instead, you want to keep Icecool in that corner position to jump back. We avoid the DP, but no punish coming out. Instead, we have that OD lifesteal really continuing to pressure Icecool holding down back, and is going to get opened up now.
2D. Confirmed. Grand Viper and Duper unlocked. What's our next seal? Hedgehog. All the essentials are here. Enough to kill Fuzzama.
Ooh, I think we might be killing Fuzzama right here, right now. That was a lot of damage, but still not quite enough.
Ooh! Completely clear. We out of the corner. Now the onus is on Icecool to find that last hit. The onus is on both of them to find that last hit. And another Fuzzama air throw. We see miracles happen with this. Oh, but let's go Susanoo. Susanoo's a pretty tanky boy.
That's true. It's still not enough. Icecool hanging on by a thread, a literal pixel. Oh, but while given another chance at life, squandered it. Icecool. Down around here in this game.
Dust kick in case you want to do a guard crush. Anti-air though. Giant drop. Boom, boom. Oki Jumenjin with 50 meter in tow. You gotta look out for 6A. You gotta look out for these overheads. You gotta look out. That's one way to use the meter. Don't immediately cancel straight into Hotention. You know your opponent is not gonna like it here by 6A. So why not just RP and let them waste it? But Zama lost the fuck. But so is Icecool.
What a conversion for Icecool. That was clean.
Okay. 60 high, Grand Viper.
Ground Viper just hit low. There's no way Ground Viper hit raw like that. No butter, no salt, raw like that.
Despite Icecool having not been on the offense yet, actually has more meter than Fuzzama right now, if not close to equal.
Keeping up with the curve and is now setting himself up ahead of the curve as he unlocks all the special moves, most important special moves yet again. Zama tough on the other side. Getting a throw off of Icecool as well.
Troubles backing off and maybe looking for a DP. Pop your own OD just in case. Oh no! Oh no! Fail 60. Whole lot of OD timer, 100 meter, active flow. Yeah, you might just wait, but it's not the kill!
Ooh, still not enough? Okay. Brings it up in the end. A little bit of anxiety in the process though.
Oh my god, a little bit of a jump scare. This is game one.
Only game one.
Only game numero uno. These two are rolling it out.
More to go. And by plenty, I mean 2 sets remaining. This losers finals and then grand finals soon thereafter. 1 point on the board with green. See ya. Ooh.
That same stage, same characters. I don't expect any character swaps from these two, not one bit.
Alright. Yeah, no, I mean, these are the only characters that these players play. They are absolutely one tricks. But in the end, it doesn't really matter too much to these players, it seems. And you can already tell, like, Icecool, like, oh yeah, he doesn't care about the Fuzzama matchup. Fuzzama sucks versus Zano, but he really makes it work.
Look at the little optimal confirm from the mid screen. It matters not. 2.8k, and we're not going to complain.
Oh, plays the guard as well with the best trigger. Unfortunately, dropped the combo at the end. Of our own.
Ooh! Purple throw, definitely not Icecool's intention there.
Oh, that's dead.
Giga dead. Probably won't even need meter. Headshot? Oh wait, we don't have it unlocked. One more chance. Ah, but the 5A of Doom.
Rebel 2. Action.
Okay.
Very disengaged.
A much more aggressive Fuzzama to start off this round. Into the corner you go. Where do you think you're going? 6B getting blocked in. The tail smacking Fuzzama on the way out.
Unfortunate. Chains. Keep combo simple. Corner carry. Now you have melee, you have resources. How do you do? Just gonna stagger pressure, looking for something to happen.
Looks like it. Anti-airs as well.
IB to create a gap. Beautiful usage of OD, especially since now you have the raw timer instead of getting the ODR guard cancel timer. So that's gonna be a lot of damage on the table.
Absolutely. Super. We're going to be getting the buff from the OD, so that's going to be plenty. More than enough for Fuzzama in that situation. Almost still in it.
JB gonna find its mark. Moving to a standard B&B confirmed. There we go. Look at that little Fuzzama adjustment.
A nice hit. Oh, try to go for a throw. It's gonna end up whiffing. No punish though.
Wake up, matters not. It matters not. Damn near no recovery on that overhead option from stance. Wakaroto. Ooh. Oh, scary situation. No meaty. Just both players looking at each other lovingly in the air.
Okay, our Hotenjin from Fuzzama, unfortunately, doesn't get as much out of it as liked.
There's the low finally. Burn safe? No, not just yet. Too much recovery on the OD. What?
Things are going to look pretty close once again. It's going to be a constant trend. I'm going to start sounding like a broken record pretty soon, if not already, just based on how close these sets are actually running. But it's something that we do expect to a certain extent. Both players on evil footing. It's pretty hard to try and continue to garner more interest here. Because, oh, hold on. OD?
Oh my god, what a clearance over that OD. Another air throw. Oh my god, how does he land all these? It's like he's always in the position to do it.
Oh man. Overshooting to those engine. And Fuzzama confirms those. Fuzzama doesn't just pre-input that Hotenjin. I know he confirms that stuff.
Oh no. Big 2C. Got the hit, but not in the air like Icecool expected. He's probably buffered into a wrong route. Might not though. Oh, he's gonna come back in the situation. I mean, that's been the state of the game thus far. Caught in a bad situation, but immediately firing back.
Icecool is indeed firing back against Fuzzama right now. And unfortunately for Icecool, a pixel of life can only take you so far.
Those have a suit to know early, they do not care what our resources. Capturing. Sometimes it's not about just defeating the jump squad. You can just make them block again on their way down. That's more than enough of a W. Just keeping on the pressure, keeping on the damage. Susanoo getting more and more seals as I speak. A guard crush set up in tow.
Oh man. Ooh, yeah, no, that's going to be enough here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's always the orb at the end just to make sure they can get enough damage, squeezing it out.
Stagger pressure. Now we're going to the crazy stuff. Chain pressure. Icecool in favor zone. Firing back with tools of his own. Ooh. And a nice little jazz hands confirmed. Not doing a full match, getting all that frame advantage. So many seals unlocked in one combo. Here we go.
Add more and more of these, more and more of these seals. Right now, we're in a pretty good spot where we don't have to unlock everything. Maybe TP, but right now, I mean, we have all of our mix-up tools. We have all of our damage tools, and Icecool is going to be doing a ton of damage in that single interaction.
Yeah, counter hit sword, a crazy starter, truly demonic. Yeah, you're right. 2-1 no. I completely forgot the score. I was just so enveloped in the set because these two are just going at it.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Outside going for the show respect, jump back, and now moving back into the action.
Easy down. It's quite seem to finding hits against Icecool there, though.
Ooh. GA pickups from Fuzzama are just so clean on a character with non-conventional movement like Fuzzama too.
Oh my god. We got dot press for whatever reason. I know that Icecool didn't exactly want that. Maybe would have won with sword instead. But we've seen it be used before in very niche situations. It does feel like God press is like one limit per tournament. Because if you try to go for 2, it's gonna get jumped no matter what.
You gotta go for 2, you're just tone at that point. You're taking a mess out of your opponent. It's looking like
making a mess of Icecool right there. It's just absolutely deleting that health bar with all those small hits here and there.
Check over there, throw one more time. Icecool was not there. So confirm one more time, we're going straight to the corner with that Fuzzama flare. Nah, just do it simple. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good block though, unfazed.
Tries to go for a throw, but that's going to get jumped. Oh! Okay, the conversion from Icecool coming in. That was very clean. Try to go for the crush trigger, but to no avail.
Oh, big drop. Now you're on without any chains, can't do any of your crazy pressure. You gotta be on the ground for a little bit.
Huge hit. Well, actually, not the best start with that 5A, and unfortunately for Icecool, also dropping the combo midway through there. Not great. It's a super, and we're getting game 5, folks.
Oh yeah. Once again, Slobber Knocker said these two just can't help themselves but go at it. I wonder what's the betting looking like on this? I imagine pretty even. Oh, 41-59. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad. That's actually I say not too bad, but that's in relative compared to everything else.
Yeah, the bets tonight have been wild, but now we're starting to wind down. I think people are low-key expecting the picks they see in the top 4, and they're doing those safe bets. 60 OP to no avail because of the late tech from Icecool. Once again, that smash neutral air looking ass move. I am so glad that thing is just a circle around it. Okay, no, we are not surprised here.
Nope, not at all. Okay. Straight into the tension. Not enough for a double super, but we should be able to get the hard knockdown off of this ender. Down to the floor burst down below. 4.1k damage for Fuzzama in that instance, and that's going to even up that life toll between these two players. Great tech coming in from Fuzzama. Being a little too greedy.
Oh no, no mirror to arcsy to stance option B, which means you're gonna be holding out the craps for them. That is counter hit recovery right there. And you are dead, my friend. Spit on him. I had to get one on street. Let's see what we got. Icecool once again just holding his ground. However, a lot of that ground became a corner. And now you gotta deal with this immaculate man grab confirmed for up.
Up high, down low. love these feints that Fuzzama is tossing in every now and then as well, trying to make Icecool bite.
Right now, it's around the Fuzzama show. We could see a perfect backdash button gonna get caught up by Fuzzama.
Even then, I don't think this is a perfect unless we're intent on spending OD, which certainly is not a possibility now.
Good match though. There's the EA final game, final round. One more time.
Rebel 3, action!
Jade will confirm one hit at a bit of a weird angle. There we go, that's more like it. Trade confirmed, and because Fuzzama was caught crouching during the trade, gave extra hits done to Icecool to allow for a combo. Purple throwing big 25.
It works.
Yeah, I guess. They're losing rounds without me. However, it looks like Icecool has punched their ticket into the grand final, defeating Fuzzama with one last confirmed 3-2. Damn, intro rock too. That was cool as hell.
Now we're here, folks. It's been a long, hard journey for those playing in the bracket, but also for us watching the bracket. Thank you all for sticking around with us for so long. We've just been yapping our faces off, talking about the most random things, but it's always a great time with y'all in the back, really just supporting this community here. So we're going to be getting this grand final set up pretty soon, and we're going to be opening up that betting as well, so we can bet one more time. But just to give you all a refresher on who's sitting on the winner's side of the top 8, it's going to be none other than Don himself. And so Icecool, with that dub against Fuzzama there, will be getting this run back against Don.
I believe this is winner's semis rematch as well, right? I'm reading this right? No, they're actually on opposite sides of the bracket.
Yeah. No, that makes no sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say like that would make no sense in terms of seeding.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly, I can't say I would be like the most surprised either.
True. But before all 130 of you gather around the table to watch this grand finals, we gotta do a little bit of shilling. Gotta keep the lights on. Y'all, head up that match to Reno. I have yet to check it because I've been handling gambling all tonight, but I'm gonna need you to realize these guys are putting out everything they can for every Monday night here at BBB. I think it's a little bit of conversation. Prize pool's looking good right now, $13.75. I don't know how many codes we got left, but I know y'all can do better. Hopefully you can get some direct donations in there. Whatever you can do to support the scene, we here at BlazBlue Centralfiction really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let me see here. We got a $5 direct contribution from Thick Potato. Thank you, Thick Potato, for supporting our players. Let's see here. We have 14 codes remaining, so go ahead and claim those if you can. And in the spirit of the Thick Potato, if you have any extra money that you would like to spare, then go ahead and do so. You know exactly which players you are supporting now. If that was something that you were waiting on, Icecool, Dawn, and Fuzzama will be the ones that you will have to worry about. But right now, these players have to worry about more than just the match arena here. They're going to have to worry about if they can actually win in this set. You know, Don has secured a rather good position for himself on the winner's side, meaning that he has a safety net just in case he does lose that initial set. He still has one more to go to even the grounds once again. And it's going to be on Icecool to try and take 2 sets in a row, which is not an easy task at all.
Not one bit, especially when you remember the points are on the line, ladies and gentlemen. The points are on the line. Because this is grands, there is a 30-point differential between first and second. First will be getting 100 points, second will be getting 70 points. Dawn versus Icecool will be battling out, just to remind y'all one more time. This is burst limit. 10 straight weeks of BBCF ACPR and Uni 2 action, 10 straight weeks of ranking battles for these players to get these points, land themselves in that final top 8 bracket, and then finally win a trip. Full ride, hotel, registration, the whole shebang to Boston Blue Beat Beach episode this summer.
And on the note of Boston Blue Beat Beach episode, it's going to be taking place July 18th through the 20th this year. We're going to be having a ton of great games on display. Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Fatal Fury, of course, BlazBlue Centralfiction, Sailor Moon S, and a way more. For hotel and entry info, please visit startgg/beach and also sign up for the partnered hotels as well. We would love to see you there.
We would love to have y'all. And one more time, just in case you're in the Boston area the week of, or maybe you just want to tune into BBB, see what the offline scene is going on. Our next monthly happening in March 20th. Well, not March 25th, March 15th at Balance Patch. That's where you can usually catch me, Eric, at playing CF, catching up with the homies, commentating Strive. But we also got other games. Uni 2, really stacked bracket. That the New England region for Uni 2 is damn near a major every month. I don't get what happened there, but it's always interesting to watch. But just in case you need anything else, fancies your game, and you're in the area, we have Granblue Rising, Melty Blood Current Code, ACPR and Rev 2, and for you crazies in the audience, Sailor Moon S. I've seen some demonic things happen in that game, and I think y'all should see it too. Because if I had to see it, you gotta see it. Them anime girls, they do some crazy shit.
Oh man, but we've cut all of the dumb anime girls out of the equation with this grand final set. Unless you want to count the robot, which maybe, because at the end of the day, it is an old man controlling it. So, but yeah, it's going to be Dawn once again, winner's side, grand finals, and then Icecool coming up from losers. I believe this is the first and second seeds, respectively.
I actually do think so. We might have seeded this to perfection, first and second seed going up in grands.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be the other way around. I think usually with how StartGG likes to organize things, it usually likes to have the first seed on the top and the second seed on the bottom. But either way, that's going way too much into specifics, because at the end of the day, all you really need to do is win.
Sure.
Seeds don't really matter. At the end of the day, just win. Even if it's a tough matchup, even if it's a tough player, that's all you gotta do in these brackets. And we're gonna be seeing the finale of week number 3 coming up. It's already week number 3 as well. It's already the middle of February. Yeah. Time passes by so fast when you're just enjoying yourself playing these games and watching these fantastic sets. We've already been at this for about 3 hours, and we're going to be sitting here for maybe another 10 to 20 minutes as we wrap things up with this final set. But enough of all the preluding. We're going to be getting straight into it. Play out the intros right here. Actually, never mind. We're going to skip all the intros. We're getting straight to business, as this is grand finals between Icecool and Dawn. Dawn on the winner's side, and already just playing very patient, setting up the doll and keeping Icecool at bay. You don't want him to get close enough to where they start draining you by marking the seals. Oh, the OD! But unfortunate timing there as the burst comes out from Icecool.
And now, thanks to that 6-8, we have unlocked the DP. Changes the dynamic of this matchup a lot. Because before, Susanoo couldn't really take advantage of the gaps in between the doll and Aurelius himself. Now it's something you really gotta think about, as Icecool immediately represents it. We're in the final frontier, folks. Get your gambling points in. This one's gonna be a doozy. We could have a 10-game grand finals on our hands right here. But it seems Icecool, in fact, really wants to end this right now.
Icecool is the one that seems like right now he really wants it way more. And Dawn right now just has to hold his ground, win these games, play it patient, wait for Icecool to sort of hang himself, but at the same time, Icecool's such a patient, thoughtful Susanoo, and look at that, just waiting for his opportunity and rushing in with the air dash, find those aerial hits.
looking really good. Doll getting the knockdown. Icecool still has that health advantage. DP attempt by the whiff, so we can't RC it. And Dawn has a lot of meter to work with here, 100 meter to work with, low health, but that doll is going to be taking that hit from that gunshot.
1 second left on the clock, but it matters not. Relly's gonna pop OD, get the wife back online, hopefully confirm it to the super and get the kill that he needs. First blood of Grand Finals is going to Dawn.
And of course, we're going to be going for the damage super as well. There's a lot of utility supers that Relish has, but we want to be able to make sure that we take that round away because we spent OD in the process to do so. Speaking of OD being spent, Icecool immediately spending OD for this confirm. Unfortunately, not able to get the hard knockdown, but still has unlocked all of the seals that are most important to him at the moment.
Husband and wife tandem combos, just making things a living hell for JustATomato, especially as Relius clears the DP. Wife takes a hit. Oh my gosh, she just does it again. Aren't they such a loving couple?
Oh man, he had no meter to back that up. That time was literally just a Hail Mary to try and get that DP to work. And the DP is great, huge. Tripping with invulnerability, but can only do so much. And you have burst range, can only do so much against Relius as well, as that doll and Relius were both just far enough away to avoid it and ignore it completely. That's going to be the first game going to Dawn, and right there, it really just seemed like the world was against Icecool in that moment.
Yeah, for sure. Such an unfortunate end to that first game. But if there's anyone who can pull it back, it's definitely Icecool. We saw the performance at Frosty. We've seen the performance in all these online brackets. We've seen the performance in all the offline brackets. He can do this.
Absolutely can't give up now. But Dawn's always going to make it as hard as possible for him, continuing to open up Icecool multiple times over. And this is where that feast or famine archetype that I talked about when it was against Tsubasa starts to come in, because if you can't unlock any of these seals, you can't do anything. But Icecool breaking out of jail, now starting to unlock his specials one by one. Still has OD as well. You'll notice that Icecool really loves to use OD for his combos to unlock all of his special moves and not have to worry about unlocking them along the way. But now he has to use it on that burst because he was taking so much damage from the combos that Dawn was implementing on him. And okay, huge hit.
Very huge hit. Very huge hit. A lot of steals for the name, but a drop as well. Oh no, so unfortunate. And it should be the kill. 6A into the gear super. Just watch him burn.
Coons a night of his own. Straight from the top ropes. The wife. Ooh, it was corkscrewed right all the way down. Yeah, there's so many things that Relius can do that Susanna can struggle to deal with. I mean, you want to anti-air your opponent with your 2C, but you can't anti-air the doll because Relius will just come swoop in and then punish you for doing so. It's either take out Dawn or take out the Relius, or pick your fights accordingly with the doll.
Yeah, I mean, so JustATomato and by extension Icecool have been really picking their spots well. They've been choosing all the right times to kind of hit the doll. They've been choosing all the right times to really just do what they can to get a hit in neutral. But most of all, their defense has just been blowing through the white meter. The more Icecool blocks, the more Relius has to spend on the white meter, hopefully get something going. And by the time it's all over, there's not a lot of white meter left. So forcing Relius is a bad position where he has to either de-summon or go through the lengthy cooldown process of getting the wife back.
Yeah, and you'll notice a lot of the time Dawn is favoring that D-summon because you just don't want to be in a situation where you don't have Dom gauge at all, because that's very lengthy, like you said. And that is basically half of Relius' toolkit stripped away from him in that instant. It takes away everything about him that is strong. Because look at that, taking turns with the doll, finding the command grab. We actually did unlock that DP in the process using the gunshot, putting Dawn into some locked stun right there. But we are at full doll gauge, so that doll will be coming out and starting to poke for Dawn from a pretty far away distance.
That's a really good jump that time. Not choosing to engage with a 5A on the ball. Knew that Relius had little spines right there to check him, get a knockdown, hopefully things get some offense going. But Icecool, awake and aware, no matter how long the set is going. A reset? That didn't work out that much. Giving Don one more chance to play. Dual bios time. But Icecool's defense has been the main highlight of this.
Oh, delayed air dash into the over the OD to lock out any response that Icecool may want to go for it. Also increase the damage of this combo. Still not enough even with that EA. A Hail Mary super and a spot dodge. I really love that spot dodge Don as well. Just because basically you're denying the block stun and you're basically guaranteeing yourself a punish.
Damn, I was gassing with his defense and he got like hit immediately. My bad, gang. The commentator's curse from like 7 layers beyond. That's insane.
Well, now Dawn is sitting with a 2-game advantage over Icecool. Icecool has to win 3 games in a row just for a reset, mind you. He's not winning the tournament by winning 3 games in a row. He has to get it just for the reset. So things are going to be getting very, very tight as we start to get closer and closer to a victory for Dawn. And Dawn is already pushing so much aggression on Icecool, but the blocks are fantastic until the guard break comes in.
Yeah, that's one thing like Dawn has really been doing against all opponents. He has shown they have great defense against the doll and human pressure. The guard crush is also an option to really just up the ante, put on the mental stack, and remind you, I have more ways of opening up than just hard mix. You have to respect me. I will throw you, I will guard crush, and get you worried about those options and get your mind off the mix-up. And when those options come, I hope you're ready. But so far, so good on Icecool's part. Just finding a way to mitigate everything he can. Damn near blocked out the entire OD string, leaving both players at a deficit. But because it is Dawn's top OD, it's going to be way closer to the burst. There it is.
Full dog gauge though, but it's not gonna matter. Gets tossed by Icecool. Are we gonna spend burst? No, looks like Dawn will be holding on to it. It actually does live that sequence, though that sweep from Icecool will finish the job and take away that last bit of help. Icecool with a round on the board. Can we close it out is the question. 2 gunshots, only going to get 1 skill unlocked with the DP. Gets the ground Viper coming in. We're going to be able to unlock spin now to help increase the damage and the mix-up potential against Dawn. Trying to open up one more time. We only need 1 more conversion in this moment. We found it with a DPRC. Was not the best starter, so that's going to be resetting the situation to yet another 1-hit potential scenario.
Speaking of 1-hit potential scenario, that anti-air could have just been what did it for Dawn in this round. Never mind, I'm a lying liar. Never mind. Icecool dropping the combo, giving Dawn 1 more chance, but there's a 5A. 2-1 in grand final.
Icecool not going down so easily. Still has fight left in him, but the odds are still stacked up against them. You still have to win 2 games in a row just for the reset, just to clean the slate. So Icecool still has his work cut out for him, and Dawn is the one that is going to be putting all of that, forcing all that pressure on top of him here. Okay, sets up the doll. Ooh, great into it.
Shades of longer the blood edge, putting out the long active hitbox just as a way to stop any aerial approach.
Wow, just completely add up the perfect distance to avoid those 60. Has to take that damage. Blocked so far. The doll has to take a bit of that damage there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Didn't land, but still able to steal the corner regardless as Icecool put himself into that situation willingly. Does not have burst to avoid it. DP comes out. That's going to be a guaranteed counter hit punish coming in from Dawn.
Damn.
Or super. We're going to be spending that super for the duo's bios. It's not going to combo, but it's going to actually pick up on Icecool trying to press something on wake up.
Alrighty, looks like we're working towards something here. Dawn could just take tonight's bracket. No reset needed for Icecool. Our love, you mentioned anime games, maybe about that. Look at this married couple just going to town.
Valentine's Day, and the Valentine's Day to you is a tournament win for Dawn. No burst left for Icecool, already spending that resource. Dawn looking in control, finding another opening. Unfortunately, not going to be all too much 2k damage. It's going to be a little bit, but it's going to start to add up with this combo. 3.8k, one more combo is all Dawn needs. He's rushing right back in, and he finds the opening. Dawn is your tournament winner for Boston Blue Beat Burst Limit Week 3 here for BlazBlue Centralfiction.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. 100 points awarded to Dawn. But shout out to Icecool for the run they made, going deeper and deep into the bracket and deeper into the top 8. Well played to everyone who showed up tonight, but especially those two for putting on a clinic.
Absolutely. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the show tonight. We're going to be doing the same thing, same place next week for week number 4 of Boston Blue Beat Burst Limit, as we continue to fill out the points for all of these players. If you want to keep track of these points, go ahead and give that Boston Blue Beat Twitter account a follow, as they're going to be constantly posting weekly updates of the leaderboard and how things shake up. And let me tell you, this win for Dawn is going to place them into a really good position on the leaderboard, as well as Icecool making second. So there's a lot to look forward to as these weeks start to progress, and hopefully y'all are all in for the ride. But before we close off for the night, we gotta shout out the match arena one more time. We have 7 codes remaining and $15 in the pot. So if y'all could do me a favor, get those last 7 codes claimed, add like an extra $1 or 2 to the pot, that would be greatly appreciated for the players that were able to make it so far and put on a great show. So thank you all for being in the chat and supporting the show.
Thanks to y'all. Thanks to you, Salty Boy, for co-commenting with me tonight. It's been really fun. Ooh.